Okay, it is time to begin. So, quick recap for what happened on the last exciting episode. Previously on Verthia. Hans made a fool out of himself. Been watching loads of Hell's Kitchen. It's just filled with that narrator. He was just like, in the most exciting episode yet. Okay, so
Fucked up pudding.
you guys ended up in Tallow. A quick walk past the people you gunned down when you gunned down the people in the field and left them there. You then went to Tallow, found out that recently Burke's men had moved out of the town, and we're now everything's good. Unfortunately, there was a remainder of Burke's men still in the nearby fort, like a ruined fort, and you guys went up to deal with him. But before that, you encountered a very strange little dwarf in the tavern who has got himself into a bit of a pickle, pretending to be being a folk hero that is rapidly losing trust in the local populace. He's now been forced on an adventure to do a heroic deed in order to prove that he is indeed this hero that he likes to talk about so much. You fought against what was his name, Andrew? Vladimir, who was, you found out, a remainder of Burke's men. He was the one writing these leaflets that you found. He had made himself a hog roast, and apparently that was very important to you guys. And you ate it. On return to Tallow, you went for a walk to get cakes. Thanks to Glumrock's expert leadership. And on return to the inn, you encountered the bald man from Glumrock's past who had given him this proposition of basically you have to do something great or you're fucked. With that, you guys banded together and departed towards Woolden's Crossing via horse, and that's where you guys are at this point. It's about 12 o'clock. It's noonish. You're riding east to the coast, and just beyond, right off in the distance, you can see the ocean, just a thin blue strip. On either side, you can see the Great Mountains, just the Moro Mountains are on each side of you. Ahead of you now is a valley. It kind of dips down towards the coast, so you're quite high up in comparison, and you're looking down this valley. It's a straight road. You can see it's been man-made road all the way down, and there is kind of woods and forests either side of that road, kind of merge into the mountains on either side. So that's where you guys are. Is there anything you guys want to ask or can't remember? No? All good?
No.
Yeah, good stuff.
I think I'm all right. Yeah.
A well-prepared
I'm gonna
band.
go and grab my book because I forgot it.
Okay.
What did I need to get? A three-headed what? Do you remember that? Is it a dragon?
No. Oh, the
Three-headed
three-headed.
rat dragon
There's a
or
three-headed
something.
dragon rat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
The three-headed dragon rat.
that was it.
They didn't say specifically that's what you need to do. They said that you need to do a heroic feat, something to prove that you are a hero. But yeah, a three-headed dragon rat would do the trick.
But you can't start.
I mean,
Just bring the
it's a
Yeah,
three-headed
if
dragon.
you manage that one.
The three heads of an animal you made up would definitely prove your value.
Right, sorry about that.
It's all right. Talking about a three-headed dragon rat.
No worries.
Just
Yeah.
getting to know what it is.
Cool. So, ahead of you, you see the valley, and the valley starts to get kind of more and more around you as you move downwards in altitude, clippity-clapping on your horses, pretty uneventfully until you spot what seems to be up ahead a turned-over cart just off to the right of the road, with a few people, kind of, there looks to be about 3 people. One of them sat on top of the cart, other 2 seems to be a woman, and then as you get closer you notice there's a small boy kind of running around. They all seem to be looking into the woods, and they're not looking too pleased with what's gone on with the cart. As you get closer and closer, you realise that there are no horses with this cart. Is there anything you guys want to do, or you just want to pass them by?
I want to see if they're all right. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
See
think that's
what's
like-
on the cart.
that's fair. Yeah, let's see if we can help them.
yeah, you guys all right with that? Is that fine?
Good
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you get closer, you hear sat on top of this upturned cart. It's like a carriage with a load of boxes are just kind of sprayed out along the road to kind of where they are. You see an old man who looks, as on closer inspection, it looks to be elven or half elven. He's kind of shouting down at a guy who's trying to pick boxes up, and he's like, "Would you get off your fat lazy ass and get this sorted with?" And then
That escalated.
a lady, kind of slender blonde-haired lady, kind of, "Father, would you stop harassing him, sir? He's trying his hardest, can't you see? His hardest is picking up a fucking box, is it?" And this old guy kind of looks around to you guys and say, there, that's these people," and he kind of beckons you as you start to pass, but you're obviously kind of coming up to him at that point.
Yeah.
Swords in hand, axe. You see this? These are the tales of someone who can actually do something with their fucking lives, Adam. Okay, all right. I'm just trying.
I feel bad for Adam right now. What seems to be the problem? Like, what happened?
Quite surprisingly spryly jumps off the cart and down to his knees. But you can see he kind of winces as he does it, as he kind of gets down on the floor. Looks up at you while you're on your horses. We had a run-in with some goblins of some kind. Took the horses, took the boxes, knocked over the cart. Didn't stand a chance. I was in the night. Didn't see them coming. Did we, dear Eliza? Eliza! Dearest. And then the girl comes. "Come, let me introduce you to my new friends. This is Eliza, my daughter. And you, who are you? Who are you?"
We're just traveling adventurers, just going to place to place.
Ah, travelling adventurers. I know. I remember when I was a travelling adventurer, sword in hand, defeating dragons and orcs, not picking up fucking boxes, Adam. Listen.
I mean, they do look pretty heavy boxes, so maybe Adam's doing the best he can. But,
My name
Each their
is
own.
Orion, of the No-Caster family. This here is my beautiful daughter, Eliza, her newlywed Adam, and their spawn, Maxwell, is over there just running around. I say newlywed. They have been married for 10 years, but I daren't believe it. Look, I would very much like to take care of this situation myself. However, in my advanced age, got a bit of a gammy leg. Doesn't work like it used to, and I can't swing a sword for shit anymore. But at least I did my part in my time when I was young and spry and not a fat fuck.
Is Adam actually fat?
It's not too fat. It's not too fat. It's a bit round. It's a bit round around the edges. To be fair, Orion's kind of old, kind of mutton chops into pointed or semi-pointed ears. You can see quite clearly he's half elf at this point. Balding on the head. He's wearing, well, this would be quite a nice kind of, it's like a robe. It's like a very nicely gilded kind of robe. It looks very well put together.
Is Adam a human?
What's that, sorry? Adam's human. He's half elf. It looks to be that his daughter has some elven heritage, but seems to be less, quarter elf. And in fact, their son is even less so. There's 1/8 elf.
Very watered down.
Eliza is she's quite tall, blonde, kind of thin. She's wearing quite elegant clothes. They all actually seem to be quite well dressed. Adam is kind of pudgy. He's kind of beardless, kind of hairless, and he's just really trying to pick up a box at this point. He's as you kind of. So do you want to make a perception check? So I want to make a perception check for me. We'll see what you can read out of these people.
15.
18.
18, nice. 16, 17. Wow, that's all the good checks. That's all the good checks.
Good stuff.
You guys aren't rolling that well for the rest of the night now. I hope you've spent it.
No, that's it. That's it. It's over.
I'm gonna die to goblins.
So
Don't.
So-
Please don't.
Just the one.
So
Please.
you can clearly see it doesn't take much to perceive the kind of contempt in running through the family, but Adam himself does appear to more be kind of making it look like he's busy rather than actually doing much. Maxwell, the son, who looks to be about 12 years old, he's actually seems to be tidying up a bit better, collecting stuff to put in the boxes. And the stuff he's collecting, you all notice, seems to be spools of wool, threads, rolls of cloth. It looks like the tools of a tailor or of some kind.
They're dressmakers. Oh, yeah.
What family did he say he was from?
Yeah.
The No-Caster family.
The
No
no-cast-
mages then. There's
the
no magic in the
no-caster.
family.
Okay.
Is
He
that?
traders.
Well, we were traders. We're on the move at the moment. We're settling down in Folksweaven. There's supposed to be some big opportunities there for us. And Eliza here, the greatest seamstress in the land, of course. And Adam. Adam's also there. Also, still,
What kind of
10 years.
opportunities await you in Folksweaven, may I ask?
We've heard that there's a lot of vacancies for people to be moving in, and there's some subsidiaries done by the local government to help new businesses grow and people move into houses. It seems like there's a big push on new populations in the area. Not too sure why, but I'm not going to slice a gift store's horse's mouse. What's that?
Okay,
Oh,
so
Okay. So,
so I'm gonna get off my horse and start helping pick up boxes.
okay.
I'm absolutely not going to do it.
I'm not.
I get off, and as I get off the horse, I ask, "Where's your horses? What, were they dragged off, or?"
That is the problem, yes. Some slimy little goblins came around. Looks like they took off with the horses into the woods. Just that way.
And
You
left
can see.
you?
Yes, it seems like they were just after possessions, or maybe they wanted to eat the horses. Goblins from Ib, I believe, judged by the smell.
These goblins. Did any of them have 3 heads by any chance? Or...
I no, but it was dark, so I didn't quite see. Although I would like to go up against a 3-headed goblin. Sounds like my kind of scrap. However, like I said, gammy leg.
So, which way did they go? Did you? Sorry if you said I wasn't paying attention.
Just
to
south
it
into
all,
these
but-
woods.
In the woods.
You can,
okay.
yeah, you can see. Actually, there does seem to be a few trampled kind of bushes and stuff that just lead off into the woods. There also seems to be kind of a sticky ichor dripping down the trees, kind of in an opening, and along the floor you can see the same kind of substance, this kind of liquid, like thick.
Can I call Zite and Ash over for like a sidebar, and then be like, look at Glumrock and be like, "Come on, you can
I like dropped the box I was holding.
And that one was containing glass.
What are you thinking here, Zite? Are you thinking we're gonna go goblin hunting? Is that the order of the day? In exchange for
Presumably. I mean, reputation, or like if they're off to Folksweaven, then might get our word around, our name and stuff around the village. So when we eventually go, yeah,
the leaflet has been pointing people.
exactly. Well, we're gonna eventually go there because that leaflet's very odd. So I think having a little bit of reputation somewhere before we go might help us out in the future.
And we can connect those leaflets to whoever this Burke fellow is now as well.
Exactly. So probably our best interest to have this in our favour. Plus, goblins. I speak a little goblin. Probably can work out what the hell's going on here.
Should we maybe take a look at the slime? You know, it might not be goblins.
Yeah.
Is that something you've come across before?
Let me think.
Get a nature check on.
I like that. That was really good.
No.
No, you have experience with goblins before in the woods, in the forest, but never goblins that come with kind of ooze.
Goo.
Yeah.
No goblins with goo before.
Can I deal with goo?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to give it a nature check, see if you can glean anything, or you can give it a survival check if you want, or a medicine check if you want to. I don't know. It's up to you what you want to check.
I kind of want to see if it's flammable.
9.
It's
So,
right.
It has
Probably already flammable.
It does have a kind of a salty, almost fishy kind of taste to it.
I did not put that in my mouth. Do not say that.
I am though.
Yeah, that's kind of taste it. It's kind of it's almost like briny. It's like
Salty, but not in a good way.
Ew.
And please don't put stuff in your mouth. That's probably I'm gonna have to say that once, and you're gonna have to remember that.
Zeit, the taste is one of the most powerful senses we have. If we were to omit it from our use, we would be omitting such a powerful tool.
It's probably a tool I'm gonna resist using at this point in time.
So what do we think? Are we gonna look for the goblins, or
Should we establish if these guys have got a bit of, is it worth it? Goblins can be dangerous, and we don't want to end up in salty goo.
And we are a business.
Yeah,
That's very true. I mean,
but they do need our
Do
help.
anything for free.
But they need our help.
this is like a typical good or bad choice in any video game right now. It's like, where do I want my car?
Yeah.
Am I here? Well, seeing as they're traveling merchants in an essence, they're tailors. I'm guessing they're probably going to have some money already.
Or they could offer us clothing. I mean, the fabrics look fine.
I do like
Very
robes.
true.
Don't want to kill goblins for a new pair of mittens.
You can see kind of Orion's just kind of like trying to look but not look at like the little huddle you guys have got going. It's like,
The gestures we're making. We're like,
Right.
Okay, I guess we can always ask him for a little compensation to help. I guess if everyone.
Plus 10%. That's
I mean, I was just thinking more of like items. I feel like
I
we'll
imagine
use
they
their
probably have
tools
something.
more than anything. Exactly.
yeah.
I'm thinking they will. Yeah. Correct. Yeah. I guess we'll break up from the huddle and we'll like walk over and.
Team
Team. Yeah.
agency.
Yeah. I guess we go over.
Hut.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you kind of
Yeah.
saunter back up to Orion, who's kind of
Yeah. So we can help.
Good,
We'll track
good.
down your horses for you.
It's good to be surrounded by people who can help. For once.
It could. It probably will be dangerous, and obviously,
Now
your
I'm
family's so skilled. Compensation could help us, obviously, with this endeavor.
yes. I understand. I was once an adventurer like you.
The gammy leg, yeah.
Then the
sadly.
gammy leg. Yes. The gammy
You
leg.
took Cammy to the knee. Yeah, we know.
Yeah. I got the gammy knee. Yes. We don't have much in money traveling wise right now. However,
Not
we
any
do
money.
have goods. We can give you some
Yeah.
raw materials, or if you'd like to visit us up in Folksweaven once we're settled, we can organise maybe a custom fit or a robe for each of you, or maybe even a little travelling little uniform for you all.
No uniform. I'm not wearing uniform.
That's very tempting. So.
But we can give you a custom fitting, custom clothes, you name it, and we'll make it. My daughter is the finest seamstress in all the land, and I'm a very good watcher of things.
I would like a new outfit.
I think we'll take you up on this offer, sir. Shall we shake on it?
We shall. He extends a not gammy hand.
That's lovely.
Very good. I have procured heroes. Says to the family. Eliza kind of comes up to you and says, I know this type of goblin. They're from the Isle of Ib. It's off the coast. I'm not too sure what they're doing on the mainland, but they have a tendency to excrete a certain substance.
Excrete what?
It's
That
sort of
explains
a
the saltiness.
preservative that they keep on their meats and foods and use it as a territorial warding off of rival tribes.
Quick one. Is it used for procreation in any way?
I don't know. I'm not that. I don't know them that well, but it is awfully slippery. So I'd watch your step if I were you.
Oh man, they use that goo to make prosciutto.
Will your husband be accompanying us?
No. No, he won't. I mean, you could ask him. If you
Are we
want
taking
to.
We'll ask him.
Are we taking the horses with us?
We can keep your horses here. I promise we won't ride off with them or anything.
I mean, we know where you're going eventually, so we will find you.
And I won't hesitate.
Jeez, you guys, the threats!
That wasn't a threat, I was saying.
I will find you.
I have my sources. Okay?
We'll watch the horses. I'm handy with a bow, and my father's he's got a bit of a gammy leg, but he can handle a lance pretty well.
Well, certainly not that well, seeing as you had goblins steal your horses from you.
I mean, none of them got injured, so it's probably showing something.
He's got a gammy leg.
They ran off.
Yeah, but he probably had the gammy leg before the endeavour there, I feel. I mean, maybe that stuff they, put everywhere gives you gammy. I don't know. You might get gammy tongue in a bit.
I think they tend to attack the roads at night, so we should be safe for now.
Very well.
Lovely. Well,
Right, follow
we'll
the
find you
goo.
back here.
Thank you very
Follow
much. Yes, off they go. Wonderful
Follow the
adventurers,
goo.
strong adventurers, Adam.
What?
Poor Adam.
I want to know more about this, but
That's why if we make friends with them now, we can ask this later on. Be a reoccurring character, and I'll make it so.
Okay, so you're journeying into the
Poor
woods.
Adam.
into the woods.
Into the woods.
Into the
It's
woods.
not hard. Yeah, it's not hard to track down where these goblins might have been. There is a very long trail of
Follow
it.
the
It's
goo.
almost like a giant slug has made its way through the forest. It's kind of patted down the grass, the bushes. They've trampled the whole area, and you can see it kind of sprayed up trees, and on the floor. Yeah.
Can I just test just to make sure it's the same?
Oh,
Stop
can
eating.
I ask how far it's spraying up these trees? Like,
It's probably a good 4 foot.
What exactly is spraying up these trees?
It's Ib goblin goo.
It remains salty.
It does remain
Is
salty.
it more
Yeah.
salty, less salty?
Tastes a bit more like tree, this one.
Stop eating it!
Okay, so after about
leave them with you.
20-30 minute walk, you do find yourselves. Hang on, my mouse is not working. There we go.
I thought that was their wardrobe.
Oh god.
You come across a clearing that seems to be fortified. You can see.
Oh, this one's in colour.
Can you see these? Can you see this goo here?
Yeah.
Yeah. This grey stuff. Okay.
And there's
So
there.
yeah, so that grey stuff is that goo in kind of large puddles, and there is quite a briny, salty smell to this area. So do you guys want to put your tokens in just at the bottom where you come in?
Do that again. How'd you do that again, Dan?
Go into the little newspaper at the top right, and then drag your name onto the field. I should grab a drink.
Yep.
I mean, he needs to wash down that whatever that slime is. Like,
That's salty goodness.
Don't knock it till you've tried it. Is all I'll say.
I don't want to try it. I mean,
it's a marinade. What is wrong with it?
Just a bit of seasoning. If you want that.
It's a curing agent. I imagine it's probably good for wounds. Actually,
I've not heard the expression "don't rub salt in the wound."
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah, but like salt is like antibacterial.
so is this the order you guys are coming in down this? So which two are taking front? Which two are taking the rear?
I'm taking.
I'll take the rear.
No, it looks like I'm in front with
Okay.
hands.
So we'll say you guys. Fuck.
Classic bravery.
So we'll say you guys. Right.
Tiny 5'1" rabbit girl.
You guys, as you come around this corner, make a perception check for me.
Perception.
They're two at front. Yeah, they're just the front two.
9.
13.
13.
Wow. Terrible.
13, 9. Okay. Well,
8.
you do see, kind of frolicking around in a puddle of goop. A very large-looking goblin there, and then sitting on a rock, what seems to be kind of bashing two smaller rocks together. Another bloody thing. Another goblin there. With the perception of 13, you is it hands? Yeah, hands. With the perception of 13, you do get a sense there's more in the area, but those are the ones you can get line of sight on right now.
Can I use my powers?
Your powers.
To sense evil. Divine
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, sure. Just show me how it reads again. Just if you click on
as
it.
an action, you can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell, or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 6 feet that is not behind total cover. You can use this feature 3 times per long rest.
Yeah, if you want to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you close your eyes and try to detect good and evil. You don't sense any good or evil in the area.
Just
I don't think they're clever enough to know the concept.
The big one is kind of haunched over. He's got a very large kind of stomach and what looks to be kind of sacs that kind of pulsate on his back. His hind legs are almost frog-like. They kind of spindle out and down. And you can see it kind of like just spreading this goo on the floor. You can see its mouth is kind of in this upwards kind of grin. It's got kind of matted grey kind of hair down its face. And as you watch, it kind of... And then its neck snaps up, and then another mouth appears along its neck, kind of where its stomach meets. And just this ooze just pours, out and onto the puddle, and it just kind of writhes around.
That's some Dark Souls shit, Dan.
That's not
on the rock, you see this seems to be the same kind of type of goblin. It's just it doesn't have those bulbous sacs or anything. It's just kind of like just smashing rocks together, watching some sparks fly. It's like, and Yeah, and you can hear other things. You can hear like sloppy movements and stuff.
Can I actually
elsewhere.
understand any of this?
That wasn't me.
I can't.
You're not getting. Yeah, you can understand Goblin, but they're not speaking right now. They're just kind of making noises.
Making noise. Okay.
Yeah, it's just kind of.
If you, Zai, want to go first and try diplomacy,
Do you not see that thing in the?
I'm cool with diplomacy. It might trade.
But Hans, you're very good at speaking to people, and I think we could use your skills here. So you are bigger than me, and I'd rather you go first.
Okay.
I mean, we can try.
Go on, Hans.
I'll walk with you if you want.
Where do I see my languages? Because maybe I do speak Goblin.
Near proficiencies at the bottom left for me.
So you guys essentially have like they've not spotted you or anything, but if you are to move forward, I'm going to need stealth checks off of people if you're planning to move forward.
I was going to go into the clearing and shout something in Goblin. So.
Yeah, I can do that.
Show up.
Do you speak Goblin too?
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Okay.
I used to fight them in the arenas in my home turf, so I can speak Goblin.
Oh, wow, okay. I just picked Goblin because I thought, like, Zite was like, I'm going to learn Goblin because no one else is. Why not?
It's like Welsh.
It is, yeah.
Okay, so what are you guys doing? What's the plan?
Well, Zite, you're the boss.
Before we move forward, I just want to understand this map a little bit more. So these things here, what are they? Are they bushes?
These are rocks. They're kind of rocks, yeah.
Is this rock on the outskirts, or is that the tree?
Yeah, this is kind of against a cliff here, and then this is tree line. The green stuff's tree. So yellow stuff rock, green stuff tree.
In order to give us some level of surprise before I start screaming at them.
I wouldn't scream.
Well, I was just going to assert my authority a little bit. Volume. There might be a peaceful resolution to this.
I mean, the frog thing looks a little bit dangerous.
Yeah. I've never seen anything like that.
It smells.
Waterfall of goo.
And I'm pretty sure that goo's definitely the stuff you've been eating, Hans. So I don't know.
I've not died yet.
Yet.
Yeah, exactly.
What is the key word?
Well, you know,
maybe it'll be able to smell it on you, and it might feel less threatened. So that's probably a good sign. So we
rub yourself in it. Rub yourself in it.
What's the agency protocol here?
Go up.
Go up.
I mean, we can try and. I'd rather not kill them if we didn't have to. Do we even see the horses anywhere? Like from
you don't see the horses.
Are the horses around?
You don't see them where you are now.
I guess we can walk in. I mean, they already attacked the couple, but they didn't attack them.
They didn't attack the couple at all.
They only took the horses. So that's what's that. We'll go in sensibly. If they start attacking us, then we'll have no choice. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Okay.
That's the agency protocol.
So the plan's to walk in.
Just walk right in, apparently.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I'm not going.
No?
We could hide one of you. Wait, do the animal thing.
Yeah, do the animal thing.
Do the animal
thing. You can get into a good position. We'll walk in.
Yeah, the animal scout thing. That they will really see it, but.
Glumrock, you can hide behind a rock if that.
I'll keep a lookout and make sure we're not attacked from the rear.
And you can throw stuff, so I'm all right with that.
Throw axes and daggers.
Throw axes and daggers.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna turn into.
I should really make like an agency like kind of rules and regulations. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be starting to make it up on the fly. Rule number 1.
So I'm gonna turn into a little albino squirrel. Just gonna animorph into a little squirrel.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna end up on
Ash
fire.
takes the form of squirrel.
Which is, I'm gonna say, it's got the same table as the weasel did because
Yeah,
that's the
fine.
smallest they do.
Yeah,
It's classed as tiny anyway, so
Yeah. Don't worry, it's good. It's all good.
I like how you're going to try and transform into anything but a weasel to make it easy. It's like, no weasels, everything else.
Weasels
No,
aren't
it's a
cute enough.
badger. I
badger.
can transform into a badger, but I prefer not to.
It's not as
You don't
It's
find
not
them.
as fun. It's not as fun.
So where's the squirrel
Go on,
going?
be a badger.
So the squirrel is going to ticky tack up onto this rock over here.
Okay. So as you
Just
do
to
that,
try
could the squirrel make a stealth check for me?
Oh,
Yes. The
Or
squirrel
unless
can
you don't
make
want
a
to stealth,
check.
you can just run up if you want.
I advise against that.
Okay. So a stealth.
me.
I will try and be a stealthy squirrel. Hopefully this ends well.
Does anyone else
Stealth-
see that face near that rock anyway? Is it
Stealthy
just-
squirrel. 11.
11. Okay, so
11. So I'm gonna ticky tack myself up onto this rock.
Move yourself
there.
onto the rock and
Boink.
Where the face is?
There is. Yeah. So I can see it. Everything that's going on. And I'm just gonna make myself
Okay.
look as squirrely as possible. I'm gonna be like sniffing around in the air and like.
Cool. So as you climb onto the rock, you do see, from this vantage point, more goblins. As I try and figure out how Beyond 20 works. Fucking
Yeah. Rule number 1 as
Oh
an
my
agency,
God.
diplomacy. And rule number 2 is if they start attacking, we kill them. That's all I'm saying. So 2 rules so far. I'll come up with more later. But I might need to do some amendments, but
Oh goodness me! There's lots of goblins.
Don't like the look of this.
that's getting extreme. Oh.
Oh.
So, as you
boy.
as you-
some gloves.
as you climb on a rock, you see another one of those big boys, kind of in a smaller puddle. Seems to be very adamant on kind of forward spreading his gunk. You do see 2 goblins by the campfire, which seem to be kind of figuring out what to eat. There's a goblin by 2 crates over this side. Oh yeah, you also see.
Are the horses anywhere now?
Yeah,
Can I
I'm
see
just-
them?
Hang on, there we go. You can see
they
2
alive?
horses seem to be kind of up against there, and then 1 horse is over here that's dead.
Oh.
So-
Oh, they ate one. So they did take the horses.
Dead as fuck. This is a big... Oh, there's a big
Aw.
axe. Okay, cool.
Hey!
Hey,
Yeah,
now
that's
he's
just
dead.
kind of on its side, and you can see it's just kind of been torn into, like the whole side of it's just gone. As you do climb up onto the rock, though, this goblin at the fire snaps its head up and notices you, and you don't understand what he says. He says something along the lines of, and then looks to the other one, and the other one looks over, and they start to slowly kind of reach down towards some short bows.
Okay, right. No, I'm fucking off. I'm fucking off.
Yeah,
I'm running.
okay.
I'm doing the squirrel thing. I'm doing
Okay,
squirrel
s-
thing when you get run. Ticky ticky
Okay.
ticky 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 all the way back.
So as you do that, one of the goblins kind of comes over and climbs up onto the rock where you were. The other one kind of comes around here. You kind of lose sight of him due to this rock. You're still kind of covered by this rock, but you can see they're kind of like...
Shit.
And we
shit.
see her scurrying back, right?
Yeah, you notice her.
You guys can see me
Okay.
scurrying back.
She's a bright white squirrel, to be fair.
That's probably not fine.
Is there an opportunity for us to capture one here?
I mean, if you want to try.
You can try.
I don't know. Is that a thing we can do? Because then we could torture it, or not torture it, but we could.
I'm gonna just bring
diplomacy
out.
it
We'll get
for.
the flyers out.
I'm summoning Peerbane. I don't. I'm a bit nervous here. Summon Peerbane.
Okay, so have they lost sight of me then?
Yeah.
Is it safe for me to switch back and relay the information?
You're not in sight of them at the moment, no.
Okay, so I'm gonna like head back, like I'm gonna be like on the edge of these bushes so nobody sees me, and I'm gonna change back, and I'm gonna be like, "Fuck, there's a lot of them."
How many?
How many we talking?
About 5 normal-sized goblins and 2 of those big slimy creatures.
2 of
Did
them.
they see you at all?
2 of the goblins noticed me. So,
And that's why you ran, I'm guessing.
Limo's on the move.
and okay, so they do have the horses. 2 of them are still alive, and one of them they've just shredded.
Slimo's sliming more slime.
I mean,
Right, okay.
I mean, if 2's still alive, we can probably get them.
We could probably manage to get them back.
Do you think that Zai and Hans could actually? Is it worth them going to talk to him, or do you think they'll just end up on the spit?
I don't know. I mean, I was an animal, so obviously they were looking for something to eat. So they were gonna
talk to them, and if you guys are all out the way, then we've got an element of surprise.
Yeah.
So I'll stay out the way.
Okay.
But what's important here, Glumrock?
I'm gonna chill out in these bushes over here.
When it kicks off, that's your cue. Get involved.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm gonna.
I helped you here, so you help us now. Okay.
So I'm gonna chill out in the bushes. I'm gonna try and get a nice vantage point to see, like maybe here on the edge of these bushes.
Right, I don't. Oh man.
I mean,
I'll hide.
And that'll be me. And that'll be me like hiding in preparation for if things go south.
Okay, right. So what's the plan?
I'm gonna walk into the clearing.
This is not a good idea.
Right, and that's it. I'm gonna walk into the clearing, and I'll give a signal. Right, if the deal is gonna go to shit.
Okay. I'm going to ready the action to charge over this rock and into the clearing.
Moonbeam.
Or I could moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
Into the clearing. Into the clearing. If I see that signal that things are going very, very wrong, I will ready a moonbeam.
Okay.
You'll know something's wrong when I fire Eldritch Blast. That's the signal.
Okay, that'll be the signal.
Okay, so you're just behind this rock, though. If you're ready in an action, you can't ready a movement and an action.
Okay. Is there somewhere I can be that can help? Like maybe here?
Anywhere that's gonna put you in line of sight, you'll need to do a stealth check for.
Line of sight of. I don't think I'm in line of sight of anything here.
Okay. But then you can't hit anything if you're not in line of sight.
That's true. Right. Okay. Right.
Can I use the before we engage?
Sorry, that was accidental.
It's all right. If I can try and get here, I'll do another stealth check.
So who said that? Sorry, what was that?
So can I use bless before we engage?
Yeah, get that. Yeah, sure.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah. Okay,
Please be good.
I'll cast it on my 3 companions.
10.
Stealth check. Hang on. Okay. So everyone's got bless now. Do you want to let them know what that means?
So whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, you can roll a d4 and add that number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good one. I like it.
And that lasts for a minute, right?
1 minute or concentration.
Yeah, so if you get hit, then you'll have to roll to see if you lose concentration. Okay, so unfortunately, with a stealth check of 10, Ash, as you run across there,
Damn it.
you hear something. You hear as this goblin just spots you as you run across. He moves forward and he goes, which you two recognize as little one.
Oh crap!
And then you hear a chorus of little one, little one.
That's creepy. I like it.
So with that, it's gonna be roll initiative.
God damn it! Sorry.
It's all right.
So everyone, let me know.
Remember to click your token. Yeah.
So 27.
So yeah. Nice.
Nat 20 plus 7.
Nat 20 as well.
So that's a 20 from Zite.
21 plus
21. 13 from Hans and from Glumrock.
What we're pressing initiative?
Initiative,
Yeah. Make sure you've got your token clicked on you.
Yeah, click on your token.
1 second.
Honestly thought you were going to say, I'm not fighting yet.
You never know. Where is it on the thing?
It's at the above where it says action, spells, equipment.
Oh, right, yeah, right. It's not done it. Beyond 20. It's my thing, that's it. Oh, normal roll, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. 6.
Fuck.
Okay, so
Little rabbit.
yeah, suddenly there is
Sorry.
suddenly there is this chorus of this chorus of little one as these goblins kind of clock on. Luckily, you're alert as fuck, so you know immediately you've been spotted, and it's your move.
Cool. So I guess I'll just... God damn it, I can't see now because the turn order's in the way. Move that.
Apparently I'm 1. It's fine.
Yeah, why's that?
I don't know.
Yeah, what happened there?
Oh shit! Everything just went black for me. Oh, my Chrome just crashed. And it's back again? That was weird.
Sometimes computers.
Roll 20,
We
man.
just deleted 3 goblins as I went.
Oh, what?
Okay,
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna... I'm going to run up and out here. And I'm just gonna
that's bold.
cast a thunder wave.
Oh, snap. Okay, go for it.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
gonna-
not talking to him anymore. Then. No.
No,
No,
he spotted me. So I'm gonna cast this thunder wave.
Hope that's not conductive liquid.
Right, we'll find out in a
If
minute.
it is, that's probably really good.
Oh, actually, as you've run across there, you're going to need to do a dexterity saving throw for me.
Cool. I'm gonna slip on my ass.
Oh no. Here we go.
So, for the purposes of gameplay, this sticky
21.
stuff... Nice. This sticky stuff is classified as rough terrain, so it takes twice as much movement to get through it.
Right, okay.
You don't slip over though. You're fine. Yeah,
Nice.
you're good.
So I
as
just
you
make
run,
it through.
you kind of like stop because you realise it's slippy, and you just kind of move, like slide across it to exactly where you
I slide
want to go.
across it like
Yeah.
a cool bitch. Okay. All
So
right.
yeah,
Okay.
Thunder
So
Wave, go
I'm
for
gonna
it. So they have to make a dexterity save. Do they? Constitution saves.
Constitution saves of 13.
Okay.
So second level.
Hang on.
So anything within a 15-foot radius of me.
Constitution. So the smaller goblin gets a 2, and the frog boy, larger goblin, gets a 1. So yeah.
Cool. So they take 20 damage each.
20 damage.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay, so you clap your hands together, right? Or you're twizzling your staff. What's going on?
Yeah, I'll do Gandalf and I'll slam my staff into the ground.
So staff comes up and down, and it kind of sinks into the goo. But this huge sound just echoes out from Ash. This goblin flies through the air, lands over here, just dead, breaks its neck. The bigger goblin gets knocked back, takes a lot of damage, but he's still up and about. But he's not looking happy. He kind of turns around to you, and as the thunderwave hits it, it kind of like regurgitated a load of this goop as the pressure on its stomach just knocked that shit right out of its gullet.
I wonder if it tastes better deep fried.
Oh my god, Hans.
I'm just gonna give it like a little fanged grin.
Anything else you want to
do? I'll take the opportunity now, and I think it's a bonus action.
Yeah,
it is to activate Shala.
Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. Hans, you're up.
I think it's Zeit now.
Yeah, the turn order's gone wrong.
Oh yeah, it has. Hold on.
Sorry, I'll wait.
Oh, why is it? It's fucked up over it.
Such a gentleman. I like that.
It's fucked up on the roll beyond 20.
It showed him on the turn order, but it's right.
Yeah.
It showed him getting it, so.
That's weird. That's fucked up the whole turn order on this website now. There's no way I can change it. Okay, right, I'm using the Beyond 21. Okay, yeah. So you're after Ash. Okay, Zeit, you're up.
Okay, right. So I'm gonna move.
Yeah.
Probably.
Hop onto that rock.
I might jump on the rock. No, we'll stay off the rock for now. I don't want to be like dexterity roll, get a 1, fall off.
Yeah, that's fair.
I know that will happen. I think I'm gonna do the old standard Eldritch Blast on this dude right here. Is that all right?
Go for it. Yep.
Right.
The Zeit maneuver.
The Zeit maneuver, of course. God, I hope. Oh, it does. Okay, 22 to hit.
22. Yeah, 7 damage. Very nice. So the bolt just trickles through the air. The goblin just kind of is mid move towards you, kind of like shuffling. When the blast just smacks it straight in the head and it knocks it back.
Nice.
And it just head comes clean off.
What?
Yeah, nice.
7 damage and it. What?
They're only little goblins.
They're only little goblin boys.
Really wee little goblins.
I know, but I'm still nervous.
Is that your move? Anything else?
The big ones we know can take more than 20.
So I went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll move there. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, and I'm gonna turn around and look at them, obviously.
Nice. Okay.
So they're in view.
With that, it's Hans' turn.
I will. Can I do a bonus action before my action?
Yeah.
I think you can.
So I'm gonna
you can do them in either way.
Any order, yeah.
So I use the spell Searing Smite.
Okay, so the sword erupts into flame.
I missed that spell.
Classic hand. And then I'm making a beeline straight for this guy.
Okay. Go for the attack.
Scared.
He's not looking at you at the moment. What's that?
9.
9. Okay, so that doesn't
He said
hit.
no.
But could you also do a dexterity saving throw for me as well?
Yeah.
As you enter the goo.
Dexterity. 4.
Okay. So you, as you go into the goo, you kind of see this creature. It kind of turns around towards you. You slip, fall flat on your ass. You don't take any damage. You're just knocked prone, which means you'll have to spend half of your speed standing up in the next turn.
Okay.
And also, you're vulnerable to attack while you're not prone. Okay. So that's your move. Glumrock, you're up.
Right, okay. So it's obviously kicking off.
It's kicking off. It's kicking off.
I peek around the corner and see Zite just think, oh shit. So, can I sneak up to this guy on the left?
It's a bit far for you. You've only got 25 square. You can only move 5 squares.
Okay, so
because you're a slow little dwarfman.
Slow little dwarfman.
Little dwarf.
Still only counted as one.
Can I go up to this? What's it? A bush or a rock? What is it?
A rock.
Where were you? You were here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You can make it to here.
Okay. So you
could always use more movement to dash.
Yeah, if you don't want to, you can not attack and then spend your action to move again. So you can move twice in one turn. But you obviously can't attack. So yeah, you've got another 5 spaces then.
So could I? I couldn't make it to that guy on the left either way. Then could I suppose?
No.
I'll just move. Yeah, I'll just move closer to the guys. Then. So where can I go? What's the furthest?
So anywhere that says 25, you can go.
Yeah, I'll just go around. Yeah,
if you want, if you grab your token and as you start moving it, press the key on the keyboard, you can see how many feet that will be. Because that's what I use all the time.
Say move around. Just move around in between Zite and Hans.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. So Glumrock basically is like, just kick it off and just bucks it like full sprint. A little dad run. Okay, that's your turn then. This goblin climbs onto the rock, pulls a short bow out that he was going to hunt a squirrel with. Short bow. Yeah. Come on, mouse, work with me here. Come on, you piece of shit. Oh my. There we go.
The crunching's loud, by the way.
And that's going straight to Ash. There's an arrow coming your way. That's 14 versus AC.
Oh shit, 14. No.
Doesn't hit. Okay, so the arrow comes in and just misses you by your feet. You dodge out the way, and it just kind of sinks into the goo.
Ew.
This goblin also fires a short bow at you. That's 12, so that's another miss. Just you can tell they're not very good at stuff. This one is going to do the same thing. So that's a crit. So the arrow comes straight forward and kind of hits you in the side. Look, you got pretty lucky on the damage roll, so that's dealing a total of 9 piercing damage to your side.
Just to clarify, if they roll, say, like a 12 and your AC's a 12, is that count as a hit or is it a miss?
That's a hit. You have to hit AC. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. With that, the kind of strange, larger one, this one here, kind of stands up a bit on its frog legs. It's kind of freakishly tall as it rises. And it's just going to go for 2 attacks with its claws down onto Hans, who is prone, which means it gets advantages on both those attacks.
Uh-oh.
So that's a 20 and a 22.
Oh. Yeah,
so it kind of looks down on you, and you hear it say, "Big one," and just comes down on you with its claws like that. Dealing a total of 14 damage, slashing damage. As it kind of starts to hack, you can see it kind of getting through your armor, trying to get into your chest, essentially, the same way it must have ripped through that horse. The other big boy over here.
What?
What's that, sorry?
What?
It kind of just looks towards Ash and leaps. Its frog legs just propel it as a very large jump forward. Lands right next to you, and it's going to go for you with 2 slashes of its kind of elongated long claws. And that's a 10 and an 11, so both miss. You
No.
might just you notice it, you hear it, your ear twitches before it leaps, and you might just dodge both of them. And then it is top of the round. Ash, you're up.
Cool. So in retaliation, this big boy is gonna get bonked on the head with a spiky stick.
Okay.
Just roll that. 22 with 10 damage.
22 definitely hits. So the spiky staff comes out, kind of coiled with thorns and vines, smashes it across the face. You can see it kind of rips some of the skin off its face, but it seems mostly to be fine. As its head kind of knocks back, you see that kind of undermaw open for a split second and close again. It's pretty gross. It's pretty gross. And that's 10 damage. Nice. Anything else you want to do?
What have I got as bonus actions? Let me take a look. Nah. I'm
Okay,
good.
doke. So Zite's up.
Okay. Think I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a lot of options, but that.
Okay.
On this guy here, attacking hands.
Okay, go
just
for it.
Kind of... It's all right. Try. No, I didn't try well.
So you send the Eldritch back forward, just kind of ripples through the thing. It manages to thread the needle, like through these two goblins, and you just hear it like hit the wall in the background. Kind of echoes. Anything else?
Let's see. I don't think I have anything I want to do. Yeah. I might move. I might move. Actually, sorry.
Okay, go for it.
There.
Okay, doke.
Just on the edge of the goo.
Nice. Hans, you're up. You're currently on the floor, covered in goo.
Oh, it's true.
So
you get up.
I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on Chappie in front of me there.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack him with...
You still got the flame on... That's not a concentration, is it, that flame spell?
Yeah, no, that's a flame one isn't, but bless is.
Yeah, I just thought...
okay.
Because it stays on until you hit, right?
Yeah.
So but it's not a concentration spell.
The flame one?
Yeah.
No.
No, cool. Okay, so
It is.
Okay, so as soon as you cast that, the bless stopped on everyone else.
Right.
Because you can only have one concentration spell open at a time.
Right.
We also
And
need
there's
roll to...
I've been knocked on my ass anyway.
You got knocked in your ass. You took how much damage was it? 16?
14.
14. So could you do a constitution check, and you've got to beat 14. So 8. So unfortunately, being knocked on your ass just kind of... You lost concentration on that flame and went back to being just good old Lurk Bane.
I definitely in Hunter's Mark.
Yeah. Okay, so you got Hunter's Mark on Big Boy.
On Big Boy, and then... and that's just that's a D6 if I hit it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then attack.
Go for it. Roll that. So that's a 23. So that's a definite hit for 4 damage. Okay, and then your D6 as well. Yeah.
Roll 1d4. Is it? Yeah.
D6.
5.
That's 5. Okay, so total of 9 damage. Yep, the sword comes out and you kind of slash up as you stand up. You kind of put your hand down on the goo as you support yourself. It slips a little bit, but you manage to kind of balance yourself, and the sword comes out, slashes right up its stomach, and as you do it, you see the stomach kind of peel open, and this thick goo just kind of drop down. But you manage to get back up to your feet. It's not looking good. It's looking pretty. It's on its last legs. Anything else you want to do?
I don't think I've got anything. No.
Okie doke. Then Glumrock, you're up.
Alright, I see it. Hands kicking off with Big Boy. I thought, this is my chance. So I'm going to charge at him and just go through him with my sword. So
Okay, go for it.
So I'll move over there.
So do you want to do? Actually, this is a barricade. So
Yeah,
you'd have to do a. I'd make you do a dex throw with disadvantage because you're also going into the goo. But you could go up around this side and you'd be fine.
Yeah, I'll go around that side.
Yeah, but I want to need a dex saving throw from you because you ran into the goo.
So what we're pressing?
So it's dexterity saving throw. There should be one that's specifically saving throws.
For saving. Yeah.
Where's this?
If you go into your main page, and then you scroll to it, there's one that just says saving throws.
Like a little box that says saving throws.
It's like a little box, yeah. And then you've got strength, intelligence, dex, wisdom, constitution, and charisma.
Yeah.
Just when you just click one of them. The dex one.
I'm looking one that says saving something.
Yeah, saving.
Saving throws, yeah.
Top left box underneath all your stats, like your or to the.
Oh right, yeah, right.
Yeah, there you go.
And then what we're pressing? Oh,
dexterity.
Yeah, the dexterity one.
I roll it from the thing. I've never even noticed that box. I roll it from the top, where I think it's the same roll.
Sometimes you have advantage or stuff on those.
Yeah.
So that's an 11. So you just don't quite make it. You run. So basically, you charge in and then you just kind of fall and skid. You can wait. How much thing you use? Yeah, you're not prone. So. And you've used most of your movement, so you won't be able to get back up, unfortunately, on your turn. Sorry, but you just kind of come out, dagger in hand, and just skid along. Ripples just across the puddle. Mouth full of salty goodness. Okay, so sorry about that. Unlucky. Right. So this goblin is going to jump down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move here. It's going to pull out its short bow and aim for hands. Because you're attacking the big boy. That's a 15, so that's a miss, right?
Yeah.
This one's staying on its rock up here, and that's going for the same short bow attack on Ash. That's an 8, so another miss. These guys suck. This one is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to move next to... Glumrock, who's currently on the floor, meaning it gets an advantage on its attack. That's a 23, dealing 5 slashing damage. So it pulls out its scimitar, and as you're on the floor, covered in goo, kind of writhing around, face down, he kind of goes down it, and he just manages to stab like the back of your thigh with his scimitar, which has 5 damage.
Bastard. So 5 damage I've got.
5 damage, yeah. Big boy 1. No, big. Which one's big? This one's big boy 1. Yeah. He is. He's not looking good. So actually, no. This one's big boy 1. No, that's big boy 2. Yeah, this is big boy 1. Yeah, he's not looking good. And he kind of looks at you, Hans, and kind of stretches up again, and his neck opens up, and he's just going to throw this gunk, just spray you with it. So could you do a Constitution saving throw as you're covered in this stuff, and as you feel it kind of start to thicken around you? Yeah. So that's 11.
Okay.
You got 11 pots up. Yeah.
I don't know.
So with 11, unfortunately, you kind of become encased in this stuff, and you feel it kind of in your paws, in your mouth, in your ears, and you're paralyzed.
Lovely.
The next goblin boss is going to do a very similar thing to Ash. So, Constitution saving throw from you as it stands up tall, and this thick goo just drips onto you.
Shit.
Oh,
That's a 10,
great.
so unfortunately, yeah, you're covered in that, and you are also paralyzed. You can attempt to make a Constitution saving throw at the start of your next turn to shake it off, essentially. But you can't move as you're covered in it. You just kind of it's got something in it. Okay, so that's Ash's turn, though.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna try and get back out of the goo.
Yeah.
Save me. No.
So unfortunately,
Bye.
you try and shake it. As you try and kind of get the willpower, but you still feel it just kind of pouring down your throat and down your back, and it's just everywhere. Zeit, you're up.
Okay. Hopefully hit the Eldritch Blast this time on the big boy here.
Okay. Go for it.
14. Actually, oh no, because it doesn't have Bless, is it?
Bless is gone now, yeah. So 14, unfortunately, doesn't hit. Shoots forward, and it just manages to kind of bend out the way as its kind of hands are starting to run over the goo over hands. It just passes it by, hits the wall. Anything else you want to do, or is it Hans's go?
Can't do anything else.
No. Okay. Hans, you're up.
Constitution, right?
Yeah.
18.
So you've just covered in this goo. You can see it's kind of got it's kind of stroking the goo on your face. It's kind of very strange. But you do manage just to
Most intimacy I've had in ages.
dig deep, spit some gunk out your mouth, and you're good to go. Unfortunately, though, that is your action for the turn. But you do still have your bonus action and your movement.
Guess I'll die.
Just rub it into your face on your own.
Oh. Wait, hang on.
You can do it.
Lay on hands, you have a healing. Can I use lay on hands as a bonus action?
If it says bonus action, I believe it is from top of my head. Lay on hands. I don't know. I think
It doesn't really specify it.
Where is it?
I think it's just an action.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, that's fine. Guess I'll just not do anything.
Yeah, it has an action. Sorry.
Oh,
Cool. Okay, so it's Glumrock's turn. So you're on the floor. You're gonna have to use half your movement to stand up. So for you, you're rounding down. So you've got 15, 3 squares you can still move. But you do have this big boy right in front of Hans. Hans looking pretty grossed out at the moment.
Oh gosh, yeah, but he's quite close to death, isn't he? Can I sort of just? How big's this guy who stabbed me in the thigh? Is he quite big? Or?
It's one of the smaller boys. Yeah, he's not too big.
Right, I'll deal with him. So, can I sort of somehow like get stabbed in the thigh and and obviously notice it?
Yeah.
Fucking hell! So I sort of get up and then do some sort of mad maneuver and get behind him. Sort of
if you were to do that, this guy would get a free hit on you because you'll be moving out of his melee range. So unfortunately, no, he'd get an attack of opportunity on you. It's called. So moving out of an enemy's melee range will allow it to get a free hit on you.
All right. So, while he's gooing up Hans, Hans has got a massive smile on his face.
Yeah, he has.
Can I just sort of get up and sneak behind him and sort of just...
Yeah, you can stab him straight from where you are. Again, that guy would get the attack of opportunity if you moved there. So they're both kind of got pinned.
Okay,
but you could stab him from there, yeah. You will get sneak attack because he's...
Yeah, you still get it.
Sneak attack, yeah. So,
okay, so go for it.
Dagger... I just press dagger and beyond 20, is it?
Yeah.
We get more... Yeah, we must get more for stealth on dagger, shouldn't we?
Natural one. So you go to slice, but as you lean forward, that pain in your calf just shoots up your leg, and it kind of spazzes your hand. The dagger just falls out your hand and into the goo at your feet. Unfortunately, I told you those were the best rolls you were gonna do all night. Okay, that's your turn then. Yeah.
Yeah.
We are on
No
to
hits.
yeah.
Those boxes are coming all around on us.
this goblin's moving up to Ash with the scimitar. That's 11. So fortunately, I don't know how because you're paralyzed, but
I think you just
I don't.
or something.
Even if you got an advantage, it wouldn't have hit you. So yeah, it just manages to kind of get gooed a little bit as it comes in. It's not too used to it. Maybe it's a new goblin.
New to the job. He's an apprentice.
New to being a goblin.
Ranks.
What intelligence these guys have? Intelligence? No. I was about to say, would a goblin think of this? No. Okay, so this goblin's going to move here and is going to aim at Glumrock with a short bow and fire it off. That's 20 to hit. So that's arrow comes in and it hits you in the other calf for 4 piercing damage. You kind of like Jim Carrey at this point, like
We're gonna have to make sure we clean these after the fight. We don't need to get some gammy legs and have an excuse.
And then there's no more. There is one more. The one next to you is gonna. Yeah, the one that's already stabbed you once is coming at you with a scimitar as well, and that's a 12 versus AC. So I don't think that hits. Right.
Let's just say no.
But you can see what your AC is, and if it.
What's your AC?
I don't know. What
armor class.
Next to initiative.
What is it?
12.
12. So actually, it does hit you. It rolls a 12. So that hits you for 8 slashing damage.
Oh no!
Damage 12.
8.
Oh.
Oh, in total, it's been 12.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna have to run. Thanks, guys.
Big boy comes at hands with the double claw. That's a 12 and a 18.
I've got 18.
So it hits, yeah. So the 12, you just manage to defend with your shield. Ding, comes up, but the other hand comes straight for your face. It gives you a big old scratch on the cheek, dealing 6 slashing damage. It actually does some, kind of gets your neck a little bit as it kind of tears down on you. The other big boy is going for Ash, with the double attack. That's 20 to AC and 20 to AC, so 2 hits.
Oh my
God. Wow.
It's a rough one. Both claws basically start hacking into you while you're kind of transfixing its goo. This is its technique. This is the whole reason for how it's built. Dealing a total of 16 slashing damage.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It just starts going at you while you're
One
paralyzed.
Eldritch Blast anytime now. So.
I'm trying. I'm so trying.
And with that, it is Ash's turn.
Cool. So I've still got to shake it off, basically. Please, 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 just do it. Oh.
Bad luck. Unfortunately, no, you don't shake it
hole.
off. The pain, the goo, just being kind of double teamed by goblins at the moment. You don't manage to break out of the paralysis, unfortunately. Yeah, and that's Sight's go.
Gonna try again.
Help!
Eldritch. I'm gonna have to Eldritch Blast one of them, and I feel like because this guy's been hit.
Yeah,
both have.
They're both been
Right,
hit
I'm gonna go for that one. So then
That one's hurt more.
They're both kind of fighting. Like, so that's a 23. So after kind of like a woo miss, you kind of take a moment, hand tackles and energy and forward, and you just blast it straight in the gullet. Goo everywhere. And he just falls back in its own goo. Just the goo just kind of rises around it and
a fine hit
covers it.
Zai audibly goes yes. It's like finally.
Zai gathered his unagi.
Big boy style. It's unagi. And with that, hands, you're up. Unless Zai's got anything else he wants to do. Movement.
I think I'm okay from actually. How high is this rock?
It's about 7 feet high.
7 feet.
Yeah.
I'm a measly 5'8". I'm not going
to. You could climb up it if you wanted to, because you've got your whole movement to try and think it. Your climb speed's fine. You'll be able to do it without having to make a chance.
I'm on it now. Vantage point. I'm going to throw these Eldritch Blasts.
You just have a way. You just have two very confused horses looking up on you.
At least I know where they are now. I'm like, at least that's where.
That's where they are.
Oh! Okay, Hans, you're up.
Can I use my bonus action to move my Hunter's Mark to the other boss one?
Yeah, you can.
And then I'm going to make a beeline for him and try and give Ash a hand.
Nice.
Do I have to roll the dex again?
No, it's only when you're moving into it.
Yeah. So I'm going to give him the good news.
You're twatted. That's how we go. Don't twat it. So 10. So the sword comes down, but it manages just to kind of claw along the blade of the sword, shing, and just deflect it. It kind of turns around to look at you. Yeah, unfortunately, does not hit. However,
try and attack.
Glum rocks up.
Right, so
Guy in front of you has been blasted.
Yeah, dagger in knee, an arrow in the other, and I'm severely injured, so I'm just going to leg it. So,
if you
I can hide, Carter.
You can use an action to disengage. You can't hide while people are looking at you. You have to get out of line of sight first. But you
unless
can
your sneak skill's at 100 and you can crouch and you just be like, where is he gone?
What you'll have to do is, obviously, if you move out the way of this guy, he's going to get an attack of opportunity on you. You have to use your action to disengage, so he won't get an attack on you, and then move. That's the only way to kind of get out of this without him getting a free attack.
Kill him.
What, just attack him?
Yeah.
But he's going to kill me. I'm really close to death.
Remember, you won't just die straight out when you get to 0 HP. You have to do saving rolls.
Oh,
you
right.
have a chance to resurrect it, There's a system in place, basically. If you go to 0 HP, you get knocked unconscious, and then you've got, like, every time it's your turn, you have to roll a dice to see if you die. Like, if you roll under 10 3 times, you die. If you roll over 10 3 times, you stabilize.
Yeah, but that will happen for me. We all know it will.
But it will it'll take 3 turns, like a whole combat rounds, and anyone just needs to heal you or something like that.
Yeah.
Can someone do that? Can someone stabilize you by getting up close to you?
Yeah, you can stabilize someone if you've got a medicine kit, but if you heal them, they're immediately back up, stabilized, and healed for that amount.
Right. Okay. So. Yeah. I'm like, my fucking knees. Somehow,
My fucking knees.
It's got a gammy leg now.
Both, two of them. So obviously try and get up.
Yep. Yeah, fine doing that, yeah.
Pull out the short sword and I get really angry, I'm just going to charge him. So.
Okay, go for it.
You fucking bastard. I'm son of this!
13, that's a hit.
Yes! Yes!
So for 7 damage, the sword comes out and just cleanly chops his head off.
Nice.
So it just tumbles back. It kind of chops his mouth, like the top of his head, so it's just like a tongue wriggling as it kind of spasmodically falls to the ground.
Some Evil Dead shit, that's...
And then when this happens, I'm like looking round and like hoping everyone saw it. So.
Well, I did. I'm on that rock. I see everything.
Okay. The goblins do get to move though. This one is going to continue its assault on Ash with its scimitar at the back. That's an 8 versus AC, so again misses. It's still kind of trying to climber up. It basically tries to get up from the goo that it just failed at, and then just kind of falls back. This boy over here, he's gonna go and fire his short bow at Hans for 17 to AC. So it hits, but it just deflects off your armor. And the big boy is gonna carry on. Actually, no, he's facing Hans now, so he's gonna go at Hans with a double claw. Actually, he's gonna claw you both once.
Oh, what?
He's just there like this.
So 1 for Hans, that's a 6 to AC, so just scratching against your shield. And the other one that's a crit.
Couldn't have been my one.
Protection.
You can do protection. I was hoping you'd actually catch that. Yeah,
that was my reaction. I was like, oh!
So the claw comes out. It's going straight for the jugular. The shield boom, comes in and blocks the attack completely.
Yay!
It doesn't meet your AC. So good job on the. Yeah, I was like, will he? Oh, I hope he gets it. Yeah, he does. Cool. And that's their move. It is Ash's turn.
Cool. I'm still playing in goo, so let's hope I get out of it soon. Yay! 21.
Yeah. So you've seen the shield come in, the unrelenting assault of the goblins. It just gives you enough time to gather your strength, and you manage to break the paralysis.
Cool.
But unfortunately, that is your turn. You've still got your movement and a bonus action.
So as my bonus action, I'm going to get really angry, and I'm going to shift and become more bestial.
Okay, cool.
Basically, this is Super Saiyan.
Yeah, so you see Ash kind of like grow a little bit taller, claws kind of develop on the hands, the fangs come out, the eyes go with like the pupils just spread out until the whole eye is black. So that gives you temporary hit points, right?
It gives me temporary hit points equal to my level plus my Constitution modifier.
Yeah, so that's cool. You get those temporary hit points, so you've got a bit of shielding.
So I get 6.
Nice. And that's your move, so Zeit, you're...
Nice. I'm going to... I think I'm going to try and hit this dude down here with the old Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, yeah, you can reach that. Shit.
Oh, God.
That's a 12.
Yeah.
So it... yeah, that doesn't hit.
As
I say, that hit? No, it doesn't hit. Yeah,
it just kind of other one though.
It just kind of thuds into the goo, and just a bit of smoke just kind of rolls along the goo, and then that's it. It's gone.
Seems like a common theme with me right now.
And Hans is up.
I'm going to fucking just gun for him.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's do it. Come on. 12.
So unfortunately, 12 does not hit. It's kind of managed to just dodge out the way your sword kind of dunks into the gunk, and as you bring it back up, it's just this long strand of goo just slaps across the clearing.
As a bonus action, can I use Channel Divinity, Vow of Enmity, on him?
Yeah.
So I'm choosing him, and I gain an advantage on attack rolls for 1 minute.
Yep. Sure thing. So you kind of channel yourself, you focus, you see this guy's kind of making a bit of a fool out of you. Not anymore. Not anymore. You vow to yourself. No more! Okay, so with that's Hans' turn, so it's Glumrock's go.
Right,
You're surrounded by dead goblins, covered in goo.
Covered in goo, yeah, just how I like it. So I'm obviously sort of shocked that I actually lobbed that guy's head off, but it gave me a lot of confidence. So I look at the guy that Hans is fighting and think, yeah, go for it, go on then. So I'm just going to do the same again, charge at him with my short sword. Yeah,
go for it.
And hopefully Hans will see me in my full might.
Unfortunately, you go for quite a broad sweep with a short sword, and you actually just hit Hans' shield, and you shit. Unfortunately, you don't hit the goblin though. Okay, the goblin's turn. What we're gonna do? This one is going to send a short bow Zeit's way.
What?
This one here. That's an 11 to AC though.
It's fine.
So it just ricochets off the stone into nothingness. This one is going to go for Ash with the scimitar because that's good for Goblin to do.
No.
That's a nat 1. So as it reaches back, it just whoop slips down and.
This goblin's not having a good day.
No, is a baby goblin. Is he's knocked down prone due to that, and the big boy is gonna come at. Let me roll the dice. No, he's gonna come at. He's gonna do the same as last time. He's gonna do 1 One towards hands. He's got to do 2 towards hands because that fucker protected last time, and the goblin doesn't like that.
I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah. So that's a 19 and a crit.
Oh.
So the shield got blocked. Basically, its claws kind of dig around the shield, and it just yanks the shield out your hand, splashes into the ground, and it goes at you for a total of 15 slashing damage.
Oh.
It just starts tearing in the same kind of kinks in your armor that the other big boy kind of hacked in. You feel its sharp claws just dig beneath the metal and into your skin, and the light blood starts to pour through the holes.
Oh dear.
That's
going to need repairing.
That is Ash's turn.
Woo. Okay, so I'm Ango. So I'm going to have my teeth and claws elongate and become poisonous and hack into the big boy.
Okay, go for it.
So, stupid mouse. What are you doing? There we go. So, woo. 11.
Fortunately with an 11. It doesn't quite cut it. This guy's kind of, at this point, kind of climbing onto hands, so as you go for the attack, it kind of moves as it makes its assault on hands, so at the same time, it just is gone by the time you go to attack, unfortunately.
I'm going to hiss at it, I guess.
Then that is Hans's turn. So, you're... Sight's turn, sorry, yeah.
Lovely. So, same again.
Yep.
Eldritch Blast on this dude down here.
Okay.
Just to get him, obviously, away.
Mm-hmm.
So, 22. It is 6 damage, but...
So 22 comes in across the clearing, and it just hit the goblin. Actually, it's knocked prone, so you're at a disadvantage, but it's 2 22s, so you're good. It does 6 damage on the floor. I'm actually going to say, because it's knocked prone, it's down on the floor, you kind of just smack its head against the floor and just deal with it. It's dead.
I like to think they have 7 HP, so
they
that's
have exactly 7 HP, yeah. But with that nat 1 that it did, no, it deserves to die. It's so shit. That goblin did so shit. I want it dead. It's down.
Right.
Cool.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Wait. Okay, now it's Hans.
With my bonus action and my shield on the floor, I grab Lurkbane with
nice
2 hands,
and
God help us all. 23 because I got the advantage.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
And there was 6.
The sword comes up, and you've got the hunter's mark. Yep.
Come on, bitch. Oh, motherfucker.
So the sword comes down onto the goblin, and how do you want to do it?
Oh, I want to crack its skull open, split it in vegetable.
Yeah. So sword just comes down, and it just cracks like a walnut through the goblin. As it reaches the stomach and down, the thing just starts to kind of fall apart, and you can see like the inside of it, those sacks of goo. It almost looks like the inside of an aloe vera plant. Just start to like seep out as it falls into the goo and starts to sink into it.
Over yet, but I feel good.
Glumrock.
I feel like
We've got one.
That's all of them done, though, isn't it?
We've got one goblin.
Oh, right. Okay, so I...
Go on, Glumrock.
It's that guy.
Go on, get in.
See him.
I see him. I see him.
I see him.
Fucking see him.
And I ambitiously get my dagger out and hope and aim for his temple.
You gotta lob it. Nice.
I'm gonna lob it at him. So dagger. Fuck's sake! Come on, Glumrock. Come on, Glumrock. Oh,
let's go.
That's a 10. So unfortunately, no. The dagger comes towards it. It just manages to kind of dodge out the way, and the dagger just lands softly into the mud behind it. So they're getting rat flashbacks.
I killed
That
one.
is its turn, and it is going to peg it.
For fuck's sake.
It's not going to get far. We've already had this happen once. I've got
that
a good brain.
is.
Moonbeam at the ready, everyone.
It's going to. What's its movement? Okay, so it's going to use a dash. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the woods, and then as it has the ability nimble escape, it's going to, as a bonus action, it's going to hide, which is a stealth check for it. And if who's got line of sight? Who's looking?
I've got line of sight of it, and I think Hans does as well.
Let's get some. Okay, let's get some perception checks. It rolled a 23 to stealth, so.
So probably not.
21. 13.
Oh, perception! I get advantage on this right now because I'm shifted. 19.
19. Unfortunately, no, nothing beats 23. It slinks off into the woods and disappears.
Oh, that's upsetting.
I scared it off.
We don't like leaving Survivor. I came close there.
What to die in?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
With that, the clearing falls silent. You're just surrounded by dead goblins and goo, and the whinnying of 2 confused horses.
Well, I guess we'll do the agency protocol demands of us and start rooting through some corpses.
Finding evidence.
Acquiring evidence for the lockup.
Okay,
Before this happens, can anyone pull this arrow and dagger out my knees, please?
Yeah, you managed to get them out fine. Okay,
Cool.
so
I'm gonna make my way over to the horses, and I'm going to grab their reins and soothe them a little bit.
do an animal handling check for me.
Yeah. I'm also currently nat 20 because I've got the advantage right now.
Nice. Okay, yeah, you managed to easily calm the horses down. Yeah, they're fine. They don't look like they're gonna book it or anytime soon.
You narrowly avoided getting kicked in the head then.
Okay, so looting bodies, you managed to find 4 usable scimitars.
I want one of them, please.
You managed to find 5 gold worth of just scraps in coins on each of the goblins. They don't have much on them. That's all you really find on the goblins. You think you could probably harvest some Ib goblin goo sack if you wanted to.
Yeah, I might do because it might actually come in useful. I've got a few vials, so.
Yeah, so you want to collect some.
I want to try it on pork.
You want it on pork?
So yeah, if you guys wish to, I'll allow you to get 1. We'll just call it a goose sack.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a whole
we'll harvest a goose sack.
Of it, yeah. So that's filled with about 5 litres of Ib goo.
That should keep me going a while.
It might be useful for something.
Since there's 5 gold, shall we put it towards the agency fund, or
it's only 5 minutes. Whack it in the agency.
Does anyone want to cut?
No, whack it.
No, I'm okay.
In the agency.
Well, it was more Glomrock. I'm like, I know everyone's fine with it, but I'm like, Glomrock.
I'm like, yeah, put it with the agency, yeah.
Fun's getting real nice, guys. Just saying.
It's quite a nice pot.
It's helping. That's what I'm saying. Can we check those boxes to see if they're the same boxes that we saw with the family?
Yeah, so checking the boxes, you do see what looks to be a good couple of crates of seamstresses materials. Nothing that Ape Goblin would have much use for. However, there are some other boxes from other raids that have been done. You managed to find some kind of rotten apples and spoiled food, which the goblins didn't seem to really like the vegetables or the fruit. You do find another small box, kind of a smaller lockbox, and inside it you find a satchel that has a good few gems in it. So you've got about 15 gold worth of gems.
Ooh, that's
Ooh.
Going straight into the fund.
Oh, I just spelled gems with a J. Wow.
What a tit.
What a bellend.
Cool. So well done, guys. You managed to defeat the horse thieving goblins.
Let's go get our reward. Let's go and claim our karma for being great people.
Yeah, I want to take one of those scimitars, please.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so it shall be.
Thank you. I'm taking one, and I'm gonna hopefully find a blacksmith to fashion a bone handle on it, so that I don't touch gold or metal.
I like it.
Nice.
Hopefully there'll be a blacksmith where we're going. There should be.
I imagine there will be. It's quite a large town, right?
Yeah, Walden's Crossing. There should be something.
Yeah, should definitely have a blacksmith and a Nando's is what I expect.
And then Nando's. Oh man, I miss Nando.
So you guys head back to the no-casters.
Yeah. Hopefully they've not run off with our horses.
Well, we've got two.
They've run off our stuff.
I've told them.
We've got 2 horses. There's 4 of us, site.
The horses follow.
I mean,
the
two on
horses
each.
follow.
Is fine.
The horses follow carefully behind you, kind of clippity-clopping through the ooze throughout the forest, looking a bit worried, a bit cautious, but they've been nicely petted, so they're fine.
They're just like, shh, it's okay, it's
Yeah.
okay.
So they follow you out without incident, and you end up back on the main road. You do see the no-casters. Ah, there they are. The heroes return. And with our horses in tow, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them.
Emerge.
Yeah.
Oh,
The third
unfortunate.
one got numbed. I'm really sorry.
That's fine. Adam, you can walk.
Unfortunately, it died a terribly painful death.
Don't we all in the end? Don't we all? Adam.
I'm so scared for this man's life.
I want to know what Adam's thinking. If we get to like,
Yeah, he's
Like-
not said a word, actually. I'd like to know what Adam thinks.
this is a great setup for like a murder. Like at some point we go and he's just like killed him out of rage, and we're like, what?
We need the business.
Even his wife thinks he's useless.
Exactly.
Okay, so thank you so much for helping. You can see the kind of cart is upright at this point. They've managed to put the effort in and leverage it back onto its wheels, and they lead the horses to the front. Your horses are all still there, perfectly fine.
Lovely.
Good.
Orion
Oh, they
says,
would.
if you're ever in Folksweaven, we'll be sure to have anything you want made. We'll make it.
Thank you very
Made a
much.
Good friend.
Yeah, I
in
want me
the-
some fashionable
Casters.
garbs, yo.
Oh, thank you very much for your assistance. It's I'm not sure what we would have done without you. So thank you.
fine.
Can I meander over to Adam?
Yeah, Adam's kind of picking up boxes.
Phil!
When you go around the cart, you see him kind of sat on a box eating an apple.
So he's not actually picking up any boxes. Right, I'm gonna go back to picking up boxes again.
As you come around the corner, he sees you, and he like looks like he stands up as if it. So the box sees it's you, and just kind of sits back down. Carries on.
Just a quick one, Adam. There. What's the deal here? Your father-in-law seems to hold you in disregard. What's the script?
Oh yeah. He does. Yeah.
Why?
Oh, I just don't think he likes me very much.
Are you a ne'er-do-well or a simpleton or something?
Oh, I wouldn't put myself in with the ne'er-do-wells. It's been said, simpleton. I don't really understand what you mean by that, but
Of course, you wouldn't.
I'm good.
I'd like to just try and clarify a couple of points. And sorry to pry here, but
lovely wife there, and
She's lovely. She's lovely.
Yeah. Was that for love or some kind of bet, maybe, or
Nothing but love.
Mhm.
We met
Yeah.
by the ocean. It was dawn.
Uh-huh.
I was walking down the beach selling fish to the
Right.
passers-by.
Dawn.
I just found them. I just found them in a box. Thought, good money. Little did I know. Biggest catch of the day. It's lovely, Eliza.
That's a lovely story. Enough from you now.
I would be like, what attracted her to you? Do you
Can I go and
know?
approach Eliza? Let's find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Approach her.
Right, you need to know.
Just speaking to your husband there. Very nice.
Adam,
Nice fellow.
yes.
Yes, very nice guy. He told me the story about the fish and the dawn. Wonderful.
Doesn't ring a bell?
How you met?
Oh, yes. Well, we needed some fixing up done around the house.
Yes.
And he came and he fixed it up.
Is that a euphemism or what's?
No, we had some patchwork needed doing in the old family home.
Oh,
and,
like when you have a hole in the corner of the building and you need to put a pillow in it.
things like that. Yes. The building had been left to me and my family. We hadn't been there for a good long time, so we came in and it needed some fixing up. And he was a handyman who came in the job. And
Married him.
well, yeah, we explored the house. We found some things. Yes, yeah, of course, because of love. What else would it be?
Well, actually,
If you remember, you've got the insight check. It's there for a reason. If you
I'm
want to
doing
use it.
I'm doing it. Oh,
Oh my!
It must be love, Hans. It must be love.
it's true love, guys. It's true love.
Next thing I knew, there was a ring on my finger, and I was married for life.
I don't believe it.
Well, what a wonderful story. And
I don't believe it.
thank you for sharing it with me.
You're welcome. I mean, it's not the best one, but it's a humble one, I think.
Yeah.
It happens.
And it definitely wasn't a bet of some kind, or.
It means sound like my father.
But was it though?
No. There was no bets. Nothing untoward, I assure you.
Very good.
No
We're just happily
premarital
in
babies.
That'll be quite enough from you, thank you. I'm gonna just have a quick one with Orion.
Yeah.
What happened?
Orion's smoking a pipe.
How's Hans turned into Jerry Springer? What's going on?
You are the father.
Alright, okay. Before my theory is that somebody had a premarital bun in the oven.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah.
I think someone was poisoned or drugged.
Oh, it
Orion,
could have been a love potion, yeah.
Yes.
how old is your grandson here?
10 years
4,
old.
12, something like that?
10.
So that's close. And how long have your wonderful daughter been married to the
10
lady?
years. I remembered.
10 years, yes. 10 long years.
10 yes. So, very good.
Showed up at my door. Husband in tow. What a happy surprise for the father of the
And how
bride.
not long after that, there was your grandson, right?
Yes, not long.
Was it
Definitely
after
right,
9 months, so was it shorter?
Shotgun wedding.
I believe it was about a year. No, it wasn't anything like that. Not my daughter. Definitely not.
And the grandson, has he inherited any of the father's deficiencies, or?
No, bright young lad. Bright young lad.
Bright lung,
Bright
yeah.
young lad. Bright young lad. There we go. Fucking hell. No, he's a sharp little one. Yeah.
Well, I'll thank you for sharing your story.
Whatever.
Farewell.
Bye.
Bye then.
Definitely.
Oh, Hans, give us the dirt. What happened?
Oh, you were right all along. Like, as we were walking through the woods earlier on, and you were telling me how you thought it was a premarital bun in the oven, without a doubt. Yeah.
There was a shotgun wedding.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Daddy wouldn't be happy.
It was a crossbow wedding, without a doubt.
Yeah, crossbow wedding. We're gonna call it a crossbow wedding.
Anything else you want to investigate with the Nocaster family while you're here before you move on?
No, I feel like
The name Nocaster, right? The name Nocaster. This is just out of character minute for me, but the name Nocaster. Do they hate magic, or is it just there's no magic in the family?
it's got to be they can't do it.
Yeah.
The elven family that couldn't do magic. It's got to be.
Oh wow, they're squibs. They're squibs. Okay.
Filch.
Okay.
All right. I'm done.
Are we moving on?
It's not worth it.
We do.
Yeah.
He's got nothing to offer us.
I quickly just put out there that I think folk weaving is a trap. That's what I feel.
Well, we'll be going there at some point, I think. I'll maybe try and get some investigating done. Once we get to Walden's Crossing, I'll try and get some information from
Any
them.
of your contacts might help.
Just talk around and find out what's going on up north.
Yeah, just to see, because it's starting to pique my interest. Seeing, obviously, actually, before we go, can we show them the flyer and see if that's something that they saw to go, or
Yeah.
is that
You
can we do that?
You showing Orion the flyer, or
Yeah, we're gonna
or
show
Adam, or
it.
okay.
No, not Adam. Nobody
Alright.
wants to talk to
Most
Adam.
one out of them, even though he's got a gammy leg. I just need to know.
Yeah. So, what you had just handing it? What are you doing?
Before we leave, before we go, was this something that made you want to go to Folkweaver? Sorry.
Oh, just
Or
down
was
just down the grapevine, and that these generous people have come in and kind of needing more people. That Folkweaver needs people. There's plenty of opportunities. Yeah.
Did you see a leaflet around this?
I not personally, no. I'd heard it off a friend who's already travelled up there.
You heard it from someone who's in Folkweaver.
Well, no, before they left. I haven't heard from them since.
Oh, sure.
I sounded super like. Wait, say it. I haven't heard from him since he's moved there, but I'll be meeting them there in 3 days, 4 days.
Very well.
Okay.
Very well.
Okay, I guess that's it.
Mm.
Before I go, though, I just say to him, if you encounter any trouble while you're there, talk to our keeper and ask for Sight. And
Well
try
done.
and
Thank you so much, and thank you again for helping us.
We were the agency. Thank you very much. Thank you for your custom.
And let me know if you take on the jobs of slaying morons, and maybe I'll have a job for you. It's all in good fun, isn't it? Yes.
But yes.
It's all in good fun until someone makes a death threat.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yes.
Oh,
That's it. Okay, so you guys moving on?
Yeah, moving on to Walden's Crossing now.
Okay, doke.
Onwards.
Does anyone else want to have a little break, get a drink, and then we'll...
yeah, I'm gonna grab a drink.
Okay.
BRB.
I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. Just gonna be on your own. Gonna be on
It's
your
alright,
own.
I'm gonna pop to the loo.
Oh, there we go.
Such a promising start in that fight, and I tipped that.
Oh, sweet.
Oh wow, we still own that? Yes. Oh, question.
Right. We're in. Okay. We're good. It's there. Lovely. Oh, Quavers. Good shout.
There's nothing that says parenting like it can be that you get.
Afternoon cake tea.
You say that, but I still buy
Afternoon
Quavers.
cake tea.
Oh yeah.
I buy Quavers for myself.
Come in what's it? You can't go wrong.
Oh, what skips as well?
Oh, Piper. Hi.
Welcome back.
Hi. I brought cake. Look, I brought cake and brownies.
Oh my God. What cake is that?
That's apple and cinnamon cake Daniel made.
Oh, is that on your? Did you do it on your bacon?
He did it on stream, yeah.
Nice.
And then we have some chocolate brownies with white chocolate chips in them.
Mm-hmm.
Decadence.
I didn't do them on the bacon stream. I just did them.
Yeah, he just did them. He just did them in the middle of the night while I was painting.
The millionaire shortbread, which I made on the bacon stream, though, is amazing. Honestly,
phenomenal,
so
yeah.
good.
Millionaire shortbread is my weakness. If there's a cake or anything, it's that.
Mate.
Hands down. Oh.
How has the bacon stream been done?
It's good. I mean, that was the second one.
I have returned
on Monday.
Welcome
Yeah, they're
back.
going really well. It was a nightmare doing caramel. It was a bit chaotic, but
He nearly burnt my stove down.
maybe it's okay. I had mum and dad come in and shout at me for how I'm stirring caramel at one point. It's great.
You need to, do you know what you need to make next? Like honeycomb. Like that's really fun to make, but also really concerning. Because when you start folding in like the baking soda, or I can't remember what it is, it just froths up, and you're like, is it gonna stay in it?
I love honeycomb.
We made some before, and it started to rise like a bit too much. We were like, is it gonna come out of the tin? We were watching it like, yeah.
What was this, your live stream baking thing?
Mm-hmm. Gone really well so far. I've done 2 of them now, and I've made edible stuff. So that's the goal. That's the bar.
No goblin goo, salty stuff.
No goblin goo. Actually, influenced by the bacon stream. This whole session. No, next week I'm doing chocolate gâteau, and blueberry muffins.
Does it work?
You need to do.
If we get the ingredients, can we do it with you?
Mm-hmm.
I think you'd be able to.
I post the ingredients on the Discord between things just in case anyone wants to try and bake along. But I'd have the disclaimer of if I do it wrong and you're following along me, so you do it wrong, that's on you.
Nah.
You know what I need to do is do some like D&D inspired stuff.
Oh, that'd be good.
Like start doing like I don't know, like just things like that. Because I know there's one guy that was streaming Breath of the Wild, and a lot of the stuff you can make, he tried to make it as well.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so I thought that's something you could probably try as well. Like
Really
obviously
cool, yeah.
Metroid inspired, or like make a cake and decorate it like Metroid ship.
Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah.
Samus's ship. Wow, that was some like. What was going on? Metroid ship. I need to leave.
I think IGN's YouTube channel actually made every single Breath of the Wild dish that could be made in that game. All 70 or something like that.
You could probably grab some of the recipes from that and then just make it along if you wanted. But...
Yeah.
Like it.
Right. Well. Really good.
Madam, what do we think we're doing?
Oh. I can't zoom mine in, so that's really clear. Like that's.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's what like the goop was. Yeah.
I've gone too far. Hang on. Whoa. That's Bacon streams every Monday on www.twitch.tv/Clockwise UK. Every Monday.
Bit of shameless self-promotion on a video that won't go live yet.
Nope, it won't. But when it does, people will be like, "Wait, he used to do bacon streams."
He still does them.
Why do I feel like now I'm just a pawn in your baking market?
We're just here to promote the bacon in the environment.
I mean,
we gotta start.
Send us like little care packages of everything you've baked during the
Yeah, do like little taste tests.
Yeah, so like during like the break in D&D was like, on Monday stream.
On Monday stream, yeah.
Like,
oh, the Monday. The
trying
Monday
it
stream.
Where did you say I could see the stream? Okay.
That zoom has too much quality to even be.
Yeah,
like...
it's a proper camera in it, so
it's like it's so strange.
Anyway, right. So, the journey to Woodlands Crossing.
Yep.
You guys have to. By the time you're cracking on, you're about 3/4 of the way through the Moral Valley when nighttime does come. So, what do you guys want to do when it comes to the camp? Or do you want to camp, or do you want to ride through the night? You're probably about 6-7 hours out from the town.
We sort of heal our wounds.
Yeah, definitely. After
and
that,
maybe is there a river nearby? Is there a river nearby that I can maybe like get the goo off of me?
There isn't. You could go into the woods and try and find some kind of water source if you wanted to.
No, I'll wait. I'll just be salty and gooey.
I'll get the old camp stone out.
Salted caramel. There you go.
The crystallized campfire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take first watch because I did not suffer anything during that. So I'll take guard for the first.
So how long has it been since we did the fight?
It's probably been about 4. It would have been about 6 hours actually. Yeah. And then you're having a
okay. So my shift like reverted like ages ago.
Yeah.
And also, I spent all of that time talking to Ash about like my theories about that family.
We're just talking about what we think happened and why this guy is so salty about his family.
Yeah.
There's nothing unusual about the No-Caster family. There's nothing unusual. Yeah. Okay.
I literally slept roll.
I just slept on the horse.
I saw it.
Bless you. That's a thing then. Like, was that an actual sneeze?
What was it? What was that? Yeah.
What was that?
That's how I woke up. She sneezed.
Excuse me. Sorry. That's real.
Okay. Well, the night passes uneventfully. You guys managed to camp just off the road, and you're straight back up again in the morning.
A long rest.
Yeah, it's a long rest for everyone. Yeah.
Yay!
So you can, Joe. I don't know if we've done a rest yet, but there's a long rest button.
Right at the top of the black bar.
And it'll fully heal you and all that.
Oh yes.
Kind of wish I used spells now.
Give me all that goodness.
I've got some new spells, and I was like, "Oh, do I use it?" I was like, "No."
Remember, a warlock gets the spells back when they do a short rest as well. So.
Oh shit! There you go. So
You can. Yeah.
I really need to start using them because I'm like, oh no, Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
I didn't think anything else. I thought that was just your thing.
So I do have a plethora of spells and cantrips. I just really like Eldritch Blast.
I kind of just imagine that you looked at a long list of it was just Eldritch Blast, and you kind of went.
No, yeah, they get access to a lot of spells and a lot of
Actually, the
cantrips.
funny thing is with a Warlock, there is actually a list of modifications you can make to Eldritch Blast, so you did sit there and have a look at Eldritch Blasts for a while.
Actually, yes, because I've got a Warlock character. I've got a Warlock character in Ben's game. So, and yeah, she's modified her Eldritch Blast once to have like more power to it, but
yeah, because it's 1d10 plus 3 for me. That's what I've got. But next level, I get another one.
Okay, so
you only ever get 2. You swap them out.
No, he's talking about he gets to fire 2 Eldritch Blasts. Once you get to level 5, you can fire 2 Eldritch Blasts in one time.
Oh, I thought Warlocks don't get extra attack unless they pick a specific invocation.
Extra attack means like the actual melee attack.
Yeah.
Oh, right, so not Eldritch Blast then?
No, Eldritch Blast as you level up just gets additional throws kind of thing.
If you use the Eldritch Invocation, I mean, you don't get it till you're like way higher level, but there's an Eldritch Invocation that you can get that allows you to do 2 Eldritch Blasts in one turn.
Yeah, that's what you get. Yeah, that's the one.
It's later on. It's basically extra attack. I was looking at it because...
I'm gonna have a look. Give me 1 second.
Let's move on from the meta commentary and get back into the game.
Okay.
We can have Warlock discussion after it's over. Okay. So, as you're heading down the valley, now the mountains are becoming behind you, and you see spread out farmlands, what looks to be actually flower fields.
Pretty.
Kind of fields and fields of rolling hills of different coloured flowers on each side of you. And ahead of you, you now see Woodlands Crossing, which is quite a regal-looking town. It's a walled town. It has lots of different coloured flags, just kind of wafting in the wind, and it's on the coast, so you do see the ocean just kind of spread out along the horizon. Off very far, you can see the coast just as it moves on down, and you do see right on the other side of the water more land as you're looking across Castoke Bay, which is a very large part of water in Pendlescape. This whole area is known as Castoke Bay. It's one of the small regions of Pendlescape. It's headed by the Lord of Castoke, which is at Castoke itself, the city. So yeah, you end up in Walden's Crossing. As you enter, you hear a lot of music, a lot of festivities. It sounds like there's a festival on, but as you look around, there doesn't seem to be any specific thing people are celebrating. It's just a very musical town. There are lots of people performing on the streets. As you go through, you see the odd street theatre, people doing pantomimes and plays and playing music, someone speaking poetry, someone's playing the bongos. It's a very lively town. The people seem to be very
so I guess this is why Anthony Crosswell has come here, because he was a musician, wasn't he?
He was.
So
he is.
Probably
come here to make it big.
Yeah. Makes sense now.
So hold the phone.
This is my kind of town.
Holding it.
Look, it's Woodlands Crossing.
So this is a town centre of Woodlands Crossing. It does spread up the coast and down a bit more, but this is like the main kind of hub of the town.
Are we entering from the west?
You entering from here.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you go through a town, you do see lots of people kind of just. It's almost celebratory in terms of jubilance. There is bunting around, but it's not for any specific reason. It's just that this place is a lively, colourful, vibrant, and artistic town. It's what it's known for. People come from the region around to experience the plethora of different skills and artistic plays and all kinds of stuff. Just a bit of culture, really. It's a very cultural town.
Count me in at the Wily Druid.
coming up on your left side, you see a very large inn, the Wily Druid. There is a picture of a druid looking like this.
Oh, it looks very wily.
Actually, we'll skip it.
Along the side of the Wild Druid is a very large stable. You see plenty of horses, and you indeed do see the insignia for the horse rental service, which you've been working with.
Yeah, we'll deposit our horses there, I guess.
Yep, you see a small, portly gentleman sat on a comically small chair for the size of the man. He stands up. Kind of fixes his waistcoat. Hello.
Hello.
Here to cash in some horses.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Okay, let me see them tickets then.
There you go.
Beautiful. And here is your 5 gold deposits.
Thank you very much. Nice doing business with you again.
You're a much better serviceman than your counterparts in Talon.
What can I say? It's a franchise.
I want KFC now.
Nice.
All right, have a nice day, and if you need any horses, well, you know where to come.
Will do. Thank you very much, sir.
What's that? Sorry, I missed that.
Of any kind in the area.
A bathhouse, yeah. You can find a bathhouse just down the street over here.
The melon.
The melon, yes, that's the one.
The melon bathhouse.
I drew the shape, and I just had no idea what to do with that. Yeah, bathhouses. We got plays. We got anything you want. Oh, it's a lovely little town.
What's the Wily Druid Inn like? Would you recommend it to friends and family?
Oh, of course I would. Well, friends definitely, family maybe not so much. It gets about rowdy at night, but yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. Cheap beer, good laughs, and 3
Sounds
stories
like
of
be in his element.
entertainment. Yeah, it is quite a tall building, and it's very well built, made out of stone, like really well built. The top of it's made of like what used to be wooden slats, but compared to like the rats, the rat area of Arathea, this is just like a mansion compared to some of the stuff you saw in there. Yeah, so in the middle of the town, you do see a very large willow tree. It doesn't look like a willow tree on the map, but it is one in the game. It's large, and it kind of casts down just above the head, really, for the circle. It's a very large one. Seems to be held with a little bit of reverence. As you get closer to it, you see what looks to be small trinkets have been kind of pinned to the tree, and some of the leaves and ribbons have been tied into the branches themselves. You're not too sure why, but it gives the tree quite a colourful look for a willow, which usually look quite sombre.
Oh. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. I like that.
Can I be like leaning into Glumrock and be like, you're going to pine in a what?
You read my mind, son.
You guys,
it's probably about 2 in the afternoon, 2:30.
I don't care.
There's no time you could have said that. Acceptable.
Yeah, unrelated. That's about time.
Yeah, I'll head in there. I think. Yeah, I'm tempted for the bathhouse, but I feel like you've killed goblins. You need a pint.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna head in there anyway.
So, walking into Wily Druid, you're hit with potent smell of ale and smoke. And as you walk in, there's kind of like a smallish pub area, and then one side of it, kind of on a downward slope, it's like basically a theatre with a stage on the end. Above, there are 2 other floors of the same kind of seated pub area, each with its own bar, kind of stacked on top of each other. So that whole area can look down on the theatre at any kind of productions. There's nothing on at the moment, just some red curtains. But the seats are also used for people drinking, and you can see people having a nice kind of chat. Food seems to be served. There's booths around the walls. It's quite cosy, a bit cramped. Obviously, they're trying to get as many people into the venue as possible for ticket sales.
Definitely a Wetherspoon.
It's a Curry Tuesday.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, it's a nice looking little big tavern.
Can I go to the resident bar wench?
Yeah, sure. Let me get my notes out. I don't know if I've made.
I want to see if our agency ale has come into production yet.
Probably not yet.
Well, if it is, we get it for free. So I'm going to ask for that.
Yeah, then I'm going to be very impressed with the brewer.
You see a very suave-looking human gentleman behind the bar. He's got his hair just kind of slicked back. He's wearing kind of like velvet, posh-looking little tunic, and he's just kind of.
Sounds Australian.
So it's definitely not a wench then.
No, it's not a wench. It's a gentleman. He's handed out drinks and whiskies and all kinds of ports and all kinds of it. He looks up at you.
A good man.
Yeah, how can I help you?
4 pints of your finest ale, and
finest
if
ale.
you could seat us in the VIP area, that would be good.
I think
A normal table's fine, thank you.
Right, I'll handle this.
Hands.
Don't be dissuaded by our gooey exterior, for we are good for it.
I'm sorry to say that our VIP area is not really bought into. It's performers only. So if you're an artist of some kind, you can be on the top
Yeah,
level.
They're artists of combat.
Unfortunately, we don't really have gladiatorial combat in Walden Crossing, so
So we'll be taking it then. Right, okay.
but we can seat you anywhere on the bottom floor or the one above.
Well, yes. I
The
guess.
one above, probably.
It's a shame none of us can sing or dance, huh?
Very true. Very
Lovely.
true.
So that'll be.
I'll roll a dexterity check if that's what it takes.
Speak to me more rails.
If you want to try and convince him, it'll be like you can do a performance roll and show him a bit of a jig. What are you gonna do? You gotta do a performance check, Glumrock.
Are you doing it, Andrew? Oh.
I'm going to do a performance check.
Okay. So what's? Oh, she's got. They're gone.
Whoa! What the hell?
What happened there?
I don't know.
Did everyone go?
Did everyone crash
Just
then?
you two.
I didn't see.
Yeah.
You two just disappeared. Yeah.
Erica's gone on mine.
Oh.
Yeah, mine fully went. It closed Discord and then opened it back up again.
How bad of a dancer Hans was? It's
Hey, I've not rolled yet.
So yeah.
There we go.
So, are we both doing one, Andrew? We just both look at each other and go.
Yeah, we look at each other. I'm going to do sonnet, like poem, and Glumrock
Not with these people.
do some kind of dance.
And I'm just gonna sit. I'm just gonna sit in the corner with Zayt and just cover my head.
I'm
like
going to
this.
stay at the bar because I need to ask a few questions.
Okay, but I'm just gonna be like this at the
We're
bar.
here for a job.
Let's see how the
Okay, I'm gonna be leaning on the bar and I'm gonna be like this.
let's see how the performance goes, guys. Roll away.
A showcase for you in fine dwarven culture.
If you want to actually sing the sonnet.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
So the sonnet's decent for a ad-libbed bit of basically poetry, like beat poetry. You've kind of managed to spew out, but Glumrock's performance is breathtaking and turns heads. Turns a lot of heads in the bar. He moves like water along silk. It's
happening again.
It's beautiful. It's glorious. No one knew that a dwarf could move in such a elegant manner. It's like one of the ancient elven masters of dance had walked into the room for a moment. The bartender says, "Blimey, yeah, okay, well, I'm fine with that. If your party wants to go upstairs, here," and he gives you a blue token for the 4 of you. Yeah, so feel free to take a seat. There's a private bar up there, a bit less crowded, so have fun, guys.
Can I just put my hand behind my back and just give a cheeky high five to Glumrock,
Slight hand check now, I'm joking.
Sorry,
for
did
being
you
a
say
cocky
there was a
boss.
private bar up there as well?
Yeah, there's bar on each
Lovely.
floor, private one up there.
Lovely.
We're aware. Let's go, guys.
Let's go
Thank
where
you.
we belong. Or we just look at the other bar goers. just nod. Just
Yeah.
walk off.
They all kind of give like a. There was a patter of clapping when you finished with a flourish.
Can't believe that actually worked.
Who knew a dwarf
God.
could? Who knew a dwarf could dance on his tippy toes for so long? It's beautiful.
In Rumrock, I nearly cried.
Imagine what you could do without those wounds on your legs. That's what I'm saying.
Just too bad I'm bleeding profusely from both legs. It would have been a 5-star performance. Anyway.
That wasn't 5-star.
To be fair, +5 to performance though.
Yeah, like.
Oh,
I'm impressed.
Okay, so you guys head up the stairs. The top floor is kind of lined with a red carpet. The booths are made of kind of velvet colour. It's a bit garish, but it definitely looks decadent. You see a few kind of cool-looking hipster-like people just chilling out, drinking some fruity drinks. There's a very large man kind of. You got tokens.
of course.
Of course, right in. I don't know why everyone's Australian now, because Joe said Australian and now I'm Australian, so I can't fucking get it. Yeah, going in, it's quite empty. There's not too many VIPs here at the moment. There is a kind of gilded, kind of bronze-looking bar filled with spirits and all kinds of strange, exotic drinks behind it. It's very colourful. You see a half-orc lady. There's always a half-orc lady. It's not the same one, though. It's a different one. There's more than one half-orc lady in the world.
There's quite a few, actually.
Yeah, I tend to always default to half-orc. I tend to
Half-orc bar ladies.
Yeah, I always put half-orc bar ladies. I just realised that. Okay, let's retcon.
Yeah.
Let's retcon.
I've written it down now. Can't believe you.
No, it's a half-orc. It's a half-orc bar maid.
Is she hot?
Sticking with it.
No, she's a bit. No, she's not too hot.
Why?
There you go. There's the
a
difference. Because she mixes the best drinks in all town, man.
Oh, okay. Makes up for it. Makes up for it.
It's pure skill. Alright, loves.
Oh no.
Oh wow, that's not what I expected.
Oh,
I don't
okay,
know
get
what
you.
I expected.
We'll have 4 cocktails, please.
Okay. Yeah. Any particular cocktail, or just you happy with just cocktail?
Just
Yeah.
surprise.
Okay.
Finest ones.
Fine, yes. I'm the strongest.
She mixes some drinks. She stirs some things. She sprinkles a couple of stuff in other things, and you end up with 4 glasses of very vibrant colours, each one different. One encrusted with sugar around the rim. It's beautiful. A little umbrella gets popped. There you go.
Strong.
That's 1 gold for 4 of them.
1 gold, that's fine.
See your man over here.
If you guys want to take those drinks to the table while I sort out this payment.
I'm all over that because it smells fruity, and I'm like, this is so much better than booze, the ale.
Okay.
I'm still at the bar.
Yeah.
Giving her the money.
I shout, oh, Zach, just get some nuts or something.
That's fine. Got a few. Sorry, what's your name?
Deandra.
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 I can see his mind. Deandra.
Deandra.
Sorry,
Like
Deandra.
I've got a whole thing of the guy downstairs. I've got a whole thing. Not
Didn't
Deandra.
think we were gonna get upstairs. Didn't think
I
we
wasn't
were gonna get
expecting a dwarf to do a fucking Swan Lake routine in the middle of the.
Very elegant one, right? You should know this.
Yeah.
What's up, love?
Oh,
what's
shit, hang
what's
on.
bothering you?
I've just got a question. I'm looking for a friend of mine. I haven't spoken to him in ages, but he goes by Frederick Warwood. Do you know of him in this town? Or?
Yeah, well, I should think so. He's the Reeve.
The Reeve?
He's in charge, yeah. He's in charge of town. Mr. Woolwood.
Oh.
He's in town hall, yeah. He looks after the town on behalf of the noble.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm surprised he's gotten that far. Wow.
Yeah, I hadn't heard from him for a while then, eh?
It's been a while. I mean, adventuring and all. It's just you obviously you know what it's like. Had a few too many cocktails, you forget quite a lot.
Roll a deception check for me.
Oh god.
Sorry about that. What did I miss?
I now have to roll a deception check.
It's like it's changed.
Oh damn it! That's not. Well, yeah.
It's pretty funny that, considering he always is lived here his entire life and not really gone anywhere. That you shouldn't have been off adventuring with him and stuff.
No, I've just met him in passing him a few towns. It's all
Just
good.
passing then.
Yeah. He's never really said he was from the town hall. That's quite surprising. Another thing. Do you have anyone I can talk to about sending a message anywhere?
Yeah, probably just try town hall. We'll have some messages you can send.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
If it's important. Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely important. I do appreciate this. I'd pass a gold to her for the trouble. I do thank her for that.
She gives you a look. Thanks.
Yeah, that's all right. Making friends, so good. And I go, do you have any nuts?
She hands you a small ceramic cup of nuts.
Thank you very much.
Do you have any nuts?
Know about Anthony Crosswell?
That's a very good point. I did not ask about that, but we can always ask at some other point. But I've got your nuts. At least I remember that.
Priorities are straight at least.
So I've got a lead on where we need to go for our quest today. Frederick Warwood is actually in the town hall. He's actually the reeve of this place. He's an important man, so looks like we'll be going to the.
Then.
Well, probably. Hopefully not too dangerous, but we'll
clean up before we meet him.
Yeah, please.
Oh yeah, you're not good shit.
Yeah, I stay away from that.
Yeah.
I'm going for a bath before we go and meet some really high up guy that we need to talk to.
I'm going as well. I'm necking the pint of cocktail.
Yeah, I'm going to just one sip swallow my cocktail.
I've just necked it and it's all like running down the beard and stuff.
You're gonna make me do a Constitution saving throw, aren't you?
As you guys as you guys are chatting, the red curtains open.
Oh.
Well,
didn't the bartender say there wasn't a show on?
No, this wasn't one when you walked in.
Just wasn't one on.
Okay.
All right. Get another pint then, come
You see a kind of elderly guy, quite thin, kind of holds himself in a. Oh,
That's definitely not Anthony.
Wrong way.
Was he like a...
Ladies and gentlemen, there is no finer tale than the one that will be told this very night. And then, like, you hear a... Far up in the mountains, the cold dread lord slumbered.
By the way, I've expanded your camera to fit the screen, so it's going to be an actual show.
I'm doing that.
Yeah, me too.
In the otherwise unimportant town of Timberton, high in the mountains cold, there was a dreaded curse that did unfold. And he just kind of slides off stage. You see a spry young fellow. This town is surely cursed, and I will make sure to end it with haste. Tell me, old man, what seems to be the problem? Kind of a young boy shuffles it. The town is overrun with monsters. Oh, okay. Where are they? Deep in the dungeon. There is the necromancer of evil. You must away and defeat him thusly. And so I shall. And then there's kind of like a dramatic brass band, kind of like every time it hits these people dressed up as zombies. You have done it. You have saved the town. Everyone is free of the curse, and it's like a guy on his knees, dressed as a dwarf with shoes like where his knees are. You have done it. His kind of false spear just swings off for a second. Shit. Hero of the new age. Your name is Dolmire, and of course you have done good in this town. And your name shall be spoken in the chronicles. And then the original guy comes up. And thus is the tale of Dormire, who saved Timberton from the evil necromancer. Yet again, his heroic efforts saved the world. Thank you very much.
Oh my god!
And it's just kind of like...
I don't know Dolmire. Like,
and just like one clap.
You know Dolmire! Dolmire was the guy who tried to take credit for your work in Timberton. The tiefling guy! Yeah.
I knew it was I was like, why does that name sound so familiar?
Hey, Zite, I'll tell you one thing, that Dolmire...
Also, Dolmire is Dan's half-drow character in another game.
Yeah, I liked the name so much I used it for a player character. But yeah, the red curtains go to close. There's the odd, like, wet clap. People don't seem very impressed with that.
That was a good show.
Good.
I'm still offended by that dwarf.
It's familiar. It sounds like that time when we went to Timberton and killed those zombies.
You also know someone named Dolmire.
What?
Well, let's not talk about this today.
Okay, the two of you are talking. I'm like, what happened?
Well, he was a hero.
Who? What?
Dolmire. He clearly was a hero of Timberton at some point prior to us going and doing exactly that same thing.
Wait, you guys were in Timberton and you saved people?
Oh, we did that exact thing that was just on the show.
Yeah, let's leave it. It's a
Oh,
fuck me!
What's that cat up to?
She definitely looked.
She was actually reacting to the play.
Yeah, is she on the TV? Was she on the TV somehow?
You're gonna find out.
Yep. Yeah, the anticipation.
You're gonna find out when she.
We're gonna get there.
Sorry about that. The cat nearly knocked over our 300-pound speakers.
Ah, okay. Citronella candle on that speaker.
Right,
Okay,
not
so-
gonna lie, but the chairs are in such a precarious place because we've moved the table that she's been trying to jump onto the speaker, so...
Yeah. Right, what are you guys gonna do? The show's ended.
Bath up, sort of.
yeah.
Bath up. Okay.
I
It
don't
does-
have a quick wash.
yeah, it doesn't take long to find a bathhouse. Looks like the bathhouse runs off donations, so you guys don't have to pay for anything, but it is expected for you to drop a coin in the bucket on your way out.
Yeah, we'll drop some coins in.
I don't do that.
I'm not.
Hi!
I'll put a coin in, put it in and just got sort of shake the tub. Right back in.
I've got a piece of string that I, especially for this kind of scenario, just kind of.
Okay. So you guys are refreshed.
Yes.
Hans, your armor's still in pretty shoddy condition at this point. But other than that, you're all looking pretty fresh and dapper, as it were.
I think after we've gone to the town hall, I think we should all try and maybe stock up or upgrade, maybe.
Stock up, upgrade, maybe also get ourselves room in an inn.
Yeah, obviously expense, so I'll pay for that.
Oh, very generous.
There you go.
Well, it's part of being the agency, do you know what I mean? Yeah, get perks. Come
Yeah,
expensive.
the expense account gets quite a good rep.
We do always end up topping it back up, though.
Very true. I mean, we're starting to make money now, so it's actually all right.
Okay, so we've been to the bathhouse, right? We're clean.
Yeah, you're clean.
Lovely.
Okay, is there a blacksmith in town?
There is. Yeah, you can work your way to the foragers' market, and there's plenty of different smithies and all kinds of jewelers and other artistes.
Awesome. Okay, I want to go there, and I want to get one of the scimitars that we picked up, fashioned with a bone or ivory or really nicely polished wooden handle, so that I can use it.
Yeah, it's kind of an older gentleman. Doesn't seem quite strangely. Doesn't seem very perplexed or confused at the idea of putting bone on the handle, and happily takes on the job for 7 silver pieces.
Hey.
It's not a bad price, that.
As you look around the blacksmiths, you do see there is actually quite a few bone weaponry that's already been forged here, been crafted here. Yeah.
Oh, so like fully bone weaponry.
Yeah.
They like bone here.
Ah, okay. That's right. They live near here. Okay.
Okay, doke.
All done? All done. Anyone else want to go?
I guess peruse and see if there's any like magical stuff that might be interesting. Or
you don't see anything magical in this market. There's not even much of a potion seller here.
Is it worth selling the 3 scimitars?
Yeah, I mean,
If you want to keep them.
You can get them for two silver pieces per piece. They're pretty worn little goblin scimitars. They're not very good shape. They probably just get melted down for metal and reused.
How's the blade on the one that I picked up?
It's sharp. It's sharp. It's just a bit rough looking. It's not the sexiest of weaponry. It's crafted by goblins.
Okay, I might get it rebladed then as well.
So you're gonna get it rehandled and then rebladed.
Do you know what? I'm just gonna buy a new scimitar. We'll just call it a straight up new buy with a nice ivory handle or something. Yeah. How much does the scimitar cost?
Holy, a scimitar costs 25 gold pieces.
Okay. Wow. I have enough, but...
We'll say for the one you're going for, yeah, we'll say it's 25. I'd usually knock that down a little bit because that seems a bit thing, but you're going for one that's got an ivory handle and a really beautiful looking blade, and you do see a scimitar that does meet those standards, so it's quite a beautifully crafted weapon.
Okay, so I will get that then. I have enough, so...
Okay, cool.
Here we go.
You will have with you a new scimitar.
Yes, I am equipping now. I have blade.
Cool. Anything else anyone wants to buy while we're around?
I don't think so.
No, I think I'm set. If there's nothing that seems to pique my interest, I don't think I'll bother.
Nothing else.
I mean, I don't need to buy a weapon, so...
So does anybody need anything like rations or anything like that?
We travelled for a day. I'm alright, I think, at the minute.
Yeah, I've got 9 as well. Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all have glass vials and everything like that.
Yeah. I've not got any vials. I'm alright, as long as you've got them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not any kind of pack horse or anything. Just...
What, buy a horse?
How much is a horse?
That's a good question, and I'll generate an answer for you now. How much is horse?
The only one horse.
A riding horse is 75 gold.
Oh, that's tempting.
That's coming out of your own money, like.
You can get a donkey or mule for 8 gold. You can get a draft horse for 50
Yeah, I
gold.
was gonna say, I'll take that.
You can get a war horse, a big old
Expensive.
like shire horse for 400 gold.
Whoa.
Can you do mounted combat? Is that a thing?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a specialty for some
There's a class.
fighters, isn't it?
There's a subclass
Yeah.
that's based
Cavalier.
all around it. Yeah.
Cavalier sounds amazing.
I will purchase a riding horse.
Okay. So we'll
Wow, how much gold do you have?
following some directions around town, you end up actually a little bit out of town towards one of the farms, where there is a family that are breeding and selling horses. So you look at the horses. Do you want to give me a animal handling check for me?
I don't. Nothing agrees to this shit.
Just gonna kick
Animal
them off.
handling. Get off my headphones.
I'll take
Okay,
it.
19. So you see 4 horses. There's a black horse, a white horse, one that's kind of grey and white, and one that's brown and white. The one that's brown and white, looking into its eyes with your animal handling check, you can tell that it's not quite all there.
Never trust a grey horse. That's my experience.
But you do have 3 other horses which are probably okay.
I don't want the one that's not all there.
Probably okay. Probably okay.
It doesn't look quite all there. It's a bit.
Is it like cockeyed? Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I've never seen a horse that doesn't look all there before.
You can
That's
see it's kind
amazing.
of mlemming a little bit. Its tongue's kind of stuck out a little bit. Its head's kind of. Oh, okay. Its head's kind of to the side.
It's got a blep.
Yeah.
I'll get the black horse.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to buy the black horse. 75 gold. Right, 75 gold pieces.
Yeehaw!
How do you check how much money you've got? Oh,
Go to equipment and it'll be the top right.
So
Current.
you just own a horse now. That's cool. One day we'll all own horses.
I'll name it soon.
Well, once the funding gets high, I was going to get us a carriage and shit, but apparently that's now. Everyone's just getting their own horse.
Right, so it's fine. You know, it's
Get
like
a war horse and everything.
the carriage with the old Eldritch Blast.
At least I hit more things than you that round, I'm just saying. I didn't slip in the goop.
Oh, we're back.
Okay,
to
yeah, you
fighting.
managed to get yourself a rather lovely looking black riding horse.
Nice.
With saddle, there'll be an extra 5 gold. If you want saddle bags, there'll be another 5 gold.
Can I just flash my nobility at him a little bit here and be like,
If you want to do a persuasion check to try and haggle him down, you can. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is my specialty, so come on, baby.
Oh, that one.
That one.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's an extra 10 gold pieces. Thanks.
You've got +6 to your persuasion.
I think he died.
Okay,
If you want to shoe in, that'll be another 3 gold. I'm joking.
I'll give you a shoeing.
Oh.
Yeah, so for 85 gold pieces, you managed to get yourself a lovely riding horse, whose name is...
Well, it was going to have a cool name, but now I think its name's Cunto.
Conto, away!
For now, it's just called Horse.
Horse, beautiful.
I'll think about a name.
Straight to the point. Okay, cool. You have horse.
Cockeye.
I think you should give it a majestic name. Like Bill. Bill the horse.
Craig.
Fuck's sake.
Oh my gosh. Right. No. Name your horse
This is-
Vladimir.
Salamander. Wait, no.
Salamander.
Salamander.
That's from Harry Potter.
Quaco.
Quake. This is as bad as Paul's bloody bird in the choke one. Claw.
No, but that was stupid.
This is called Claw. Okay, you can
I've always-
choose the name later. You think mull it over.
I'll mull that over.
Mull it over. Okay, so you guys head on back to town.
No,
Claw
mull
in
it
tow.
over.
Yeah.
I'm calling the horse Claw until you come over then.
If I had like a crow / raven familiar, I'd name it like Phobos.
That's a cool name. Okay, yeah, you end up back at the stables of the Wily Druid. Horse has been tied up free of charge. There's no fee for that.
Another $5
Cost
That's 5 gold for food.
it's costing me a fortune or something.
Also, you need to get horse insurance.
Same as fortune.
Is this your first horse for your horse insurance?
I'm not
Any
fully
claims-
accurate for the horse insurance.
Claims on any other horse-related incidents
What?
in the past 5 years?
Someone else's name.
Okay, so you're back.
Remember.
You're back in the town. You're back in the town centre of Wooden Crossing. What are you guys up to?
I think
Town hall. Yeah.
Town hall. Okay. Town hall's a beautiful building, surrounded by a lush garden filled with the same flowers that you found outside, but now it's a mix. It's like a multicoloured decoration of loads of different flowers. Entering town hall, you see a good few people walking around doing legislational work, probably. There's a small desk with loads of pigeonholes behind it, and a kind of young boy, young lad, kind of manning the desk.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, we're here to see. Where is his name? 1 second. Frederick Woolwood.
Okay.
Freddie.
The Seeker sent us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Just stay here. I'll go get him. Oh,
Fine.
no,
Thank you
I'll
very
get
much.
him to get you. I'm
Thank
new.
you.
I'm new to this.
It's fine. You're doing a good job.
Runs off
That's
for a
how I'm
while.
making you actual work.
That's about right. He comes back after about 3 minutes. Yeah, he'll see you immediately.
Thank you.
Your honours.
Whoa.
Doing good.
Very well.
You'll go far in this business, kid. Yeah, you enter the office of Frederick Woolwood. It's a very sparse office, quite long, and at the end of it, you see a very magnificent-looking willowwood desk, and behind it, a man dressed in dark clothing, clean-shaven. He looks pretty well-to-do. Oh, shit, he's gone.
What?
He's not a fan of Frederick Woolwood.
No,
He
he's
doesn't like him.
sneaking. He's actually like hidden behind a book. He's like,
Oh.
Yeah, he's rolled a stealth check so high that we can't even see him.
even the DM didn't see it. It's like, whoa.
Holy shit.
Welcome back.
Mr. Woolwood.
Yes, please, come in. Come in. I've been waiting for you. Take a
Thank
seat.
you.
All of you. Be with you shortly.
Hands.
Just carries on writing.
I was just walking in.
Now, I assume you have no idea why you've been brought here, as per my
Not
request.
a clue.
Good. This is something I want to keep on the utmost secrecy. I don't want to spark any worry in the townsfolk, you see. Now,
That's fine. Secrecy is
let me
what I do.
let me see who the seeker sent. Small rabbit girl. A guy with Swiss cheese armor. Bespectacled
And
gentleman.
3 guards.
And a dwarf. Well,
Yes.
What?
At your service.
The wise.
Good. There's hope then.
Small rabbit girl. Wow.
I came across a disturbing bit of news. A friend of mine, the Lord Mayor of Folksweaven, sent me a letter about 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago now, actually, mentioning that the small town of Bridget, just north of Folksweaven, had stopped responding. No one was coming down from the town. Anyone who went up never came back. No letter would come from it. Pure silence. He was worried. You see, he grew up with me. We're a superstitious lot down here in Walden Crossing, and he was seeing omens around.
Omens?
Yes.
Did he tell you what kind?
Mysterious deaths, unfortunate accidents, some of them almost comical. People dying in stupid ways. Pure dumb luck, it would seem, but too many, too often. Unnatural.
Any examples of these hilarious deaths?
Man had a piano fall on his head.
Oh, that's tragic.
Oh, terrible.
A bard accidentally garroted himself with his own lute strings.
Oh, what?
Garroted himself.
Yes. Gust of wind blowing someone off a cliff. Man squashed by barrel. Man crammed into barrel and rolled downhill.
Was that part of the same incident?
It was.
Sure, that's just a murder.
The same guy.
No, he fell in. Hot jam.
So first guy fell in and was rolled down a hill and died that way. But then hit another
like I said,
guy on the way down.
I don't know too many details, but yes, there were strange deaths, stupid deaths that shouldn't have happened. That normally wouldn't. And we're a superstitious lot here. That wouldn't be too much of a worry to me. However, since then, Folksweaven itself has stopped responding. And anyone I send up there, I get no reply.
Are you aware that opportunity awaits you at Folksweaven?
No.
Show him the poster.
Just yesterday,
posters like this around telling people to go. Have you seen anything like this before?
I've not seen any around here, but I've seen a lot of people travelling up towards Folkweaven, so maybe that's the cause. The problem is just...
It doesn't seem as stupid.
Maybe not, but just yesterday, one of our sword swallowers swallowed his sword.
But fully.
How good is his sword? Does he need the sword still? Or?
It's in evidence.
Along with him.
Look, I was raised to see the signs. This town still follows the old ways. And those old ways tell us that something is coming, travelling down the northern road. And I don't want it arriving here, and I don't want Walden Crossing going dark. The problem is we have no idea what's causing this issue. And anyone we've sent up hasn't returned.
How many people have you sent?
We spent a messenger went up first, so 2 young lads, and we sent up a team of 6. Never came back, and at that point I knew not to risk it, given the warning from Folksweaven.
Have you ever heard of the name Burke?
Rings a bell. I believe it's a band that runs out of Tallow. Kind of a bit of a ruckus over there. Not really seen much of him over here. Listen,
This is common druid land. Maybe you've got some not so nice ones cursing people.
I doubt it. We have a very tenuous but strong relationship with the druids in the Whistling Woods. They're an odd lot, but they're powerful, and if you can learn to deal with their ways, you can get some use out of them. It was actually a warning from him. The Archdruid in the Whistling Woods told me to send further seekers to send someone to me. You see, the Druids of the Whistling Wood have a powerful ability of foresight, and I thought maybe I might glean some information from him. However, he said the information wasn't for me, and just to summon you. He did mention there would be an odd quadruplet of people showing up.
We're a gang.
Well, we are an agency. Myself, Zeit here being the chief agent, me being the junior agent, and then this is our Ash. She's having an episode now.
Sorry, cat speakers. You know, it's an entire like fucking dilemma. There we go.
Not gonna lie, I wasn't looking at the screen, so when I heard you go, "Hey, I thought you were doing that."
Yeah, I was like, "What's that?"
Shut up.
Anyway, sorry.
Sorry.
Right,
Sorry.
It went really well, so it's all right.
I'm back
Sorry.
into the room. Back into the room. Go ahead.
So
Okay.
we're the agency, and we specialise in sort of nonsensical drama.
Well, this does sound nonsensical to me. I'm just worried, you see. I can feel it in my bones. There's something bad
No.
coming down. It's very distressing.
We feel your pain.
Travis, serious moment. I would ask of you, before you just go gallivanting north, you might give the Bone Druids a visit. See what they have to say. There's a circle in the south of town.
It's fine.
There's a stone circle in the south of town that they like to practice at. Maybe you can get some information there. If not, maybe traveling to the Whistling Woods themselves and see what the Arch Druid can muster. However, you should know they're a very strange lot and quick to anger. And when they do anger, they can be a bit twisted at times. So make sure to abide by their rules. And they'll be of great use to you, I'm sure.
Fear not, my lord. We will rest assured. We will burn folk into the ground before we see it fall into the forces of darkness.
Well, preferably not. But
That note.
as cold as it might appear to say, I cared not too much for the condition of folks, even more for the impending doom on my own town. But
No doubt.
Very well, we won't care about the doom.
there is a substantial sum once you figure out what the threat is and neutralize it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Figures?
sure we...
Oh, you never got told how much, did you?
That may.
Well, it's all written in the contract there.
Yeah. I'll tell you in a bit.
It's a substantial sum. That
I don't think I know either.
You do. You were there when we were talking about it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I do know. Yeah.
I
See-
know, I've written it down.
the Seekers put a lot of faith in you, and so has the Archdruid in telling me to seek you out. So I'm entrusting you to this now.
Well, we've had 100% success rate so far, and I don't plan to change that. So I will get this job done. Me and my team will sort this out for you. So,
We have been successful in our one job, yes.
I've had
I
more
was just
jobs
about
before
to say,
you.
how many jobs have you done?
I've been
I mean,
doing
one
it
out of
longer
one.
than you guys.
1 out of 1 isn't 0 out of 1. So
As a team.
And I'm not lying, so we'll get the job done.
Thank you for your
You have my
reassurance. There are dark things in these parts, and they don't abide by modern rules in terms of faith and religion. I would be extra wary, especially in the woods.
You can put your concerns at ease, and I assume we'll have free run of the town, free rooms, drinks, food,
Of
etc.
course. And should you travel to the
Confirm
Bone
that's free
Druids,
drinks.
I'll make sure you have free accommodation, definitely.
Thank
Drinks, well,
We
water maybe, stuff
Oh, okay,
necessary.
free drinks.
That's a deal breaker.
Fair enough. Free drinks. You'll have your free drinks.
Very good.
If you should go to the Bone Druids,
Oh,
go to the circle in south of town first. They'll give you the lowdown of how to behave in the Whistling Woods.
Thank you.
Like I said, we have a very tenuous relationship. It's important we keep that relationship, that dialogue with the Druids open. Please do not do anything to harm the relationship between the town and the Druids. Understood?
I understood. We
Sort of, yes.
we have someone who will help us with that. I presume.
Good.
Well,
Ah,
bring it. Yeah, exactly. I now know why she's with us.
Should you
Makes
need
so much sense.
Should you need any information, my office is always open to you.
Thank Thank you. I do appreciate that. Also, new guy outside doing a great job.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right,
not
thank
my
you.
case, but Zeit has lower standards than I do. So
I won't even bring up the fact that you ate goop from a tree. So I'm just saying.
Goop. It's like, oh,
We have bags of that. Though. Want to try some?
just like a steaming bag of like still warm goo. I'm good, thank you. Be careful out there.
We will do. Thank you. And if we have any, more information to give, we will. And if there's any more information from you as well, we'll be at the Wily Druid Inn.
yeah,
At least,
Yeah, for most of the evening and morning.
Please, just be careful out there, and let me know as your investigation unfolds. Thank you.
Thank you. Shake his hand. Right.
Yeah.
I ride my horse out of the room.
Thank you.
Takes his shit on the floor. Just rides off. Very well. Sorry about that, Your Honour. Sure that we'll mop it up. We'll take our leave.
Okay, so you kind of end up leaving the office.
I see now why the Seeker has told you to come along with us, Ash. Seems like you're going to be useful a lot more than we thought for this job. It's really good.
So yeah, there are a lot of druid circles around here.
Are you familiar?
I'm just part of one of them.
Is it this?
What?
Is it bone druid?
I'm from the Circle of the Moon, yes.
Oh.
But there's Circle of the Bones around here, and there's a few other ones too.
Do they get on?
Not many people like the Circle of Bones.
Because
a lot of druids, including my own tribe, think that their practices are a little bit medieval and a little bit uncultured. But if you respect them, they can be cooperative.
I may ask you to take point on any conversation we have with the Bone Druids, if that's all right. No.
I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know. I've never met one. I wouldn't know much about them other than I was told to not really try to associate too much.
Zeit, I will help them understand their place in.
Hans, this is a very delicate topic. I applaud you for trying to be like. I understand. Thank you so much.
I will.
But this is probably.
I'll be fine.
I will do my best.
I will slot those
Ash.
them in the hierarchy. No problem.
No, it's fine. I've got stuff to stop him from doing it, so it's all right. If push comes to shove, I will. I will. Yeah, that's fine.
You will try.
We'll try, but
oh god. Why?
You will try.
I hate that.
Okay.
What time is it in the world?
In the world right now, it's probably around 4, half 4.
4.
Yeah.
That's
PM.
enough time for us to deal with the.
So I believe.
North to the forest.
Oh no, we're gonna go chat to the druids in the stone circle first, and then if we have to, we'll go to the Whistling Woods and talk to the arch druid.
Yeah.
I've written it down. I know it's great. I mean, to be fair, you were saying it a lot, and I was like, "He's doing this for me." Thank you.
Okay, so you guys going to go to the stone circle?
Yes,
We'll head to the stone circle first. Yeah.
Right here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's actually quite a pretty piece of land. It kind of takes place at the bottom of a hill. Grass surrounds it, and out of the hill there are these 5 kind of curved rocks, which seem to have different positions for people to stand and sit on. And in the center, there's a very low, flat, circular stone that seems to have some kind of magical symbols carved into it. You do see a good few people dressed in grey robes, older folk, 1 woman and 2 guys. As you walk down, you see a good few amount of villagers. As you approach, you realise that you haven't actually seen a temple in this town. There are no temples to any of the gods here, just the stone circle. This is their place of worship.
Oh, okay.
As you approach, the female kind of looks up. The female, and sees you. She's dressed in this kind of dark grey robe with white trimming. She looks up and kind of smiles and walks towards you. Hi.
Hello.
You'll be the
Hello.
agency then.
That's right.
Yes, we are.
Good. I've been expecting you. You've heard much about the druids? The bone druids?
Only the are exalted in these parts.
Yes, for one particular gift, the ability to see that which hasn't been done yet. I've actually been dreaming of you 4 for a while, and it's fun to see you here in front of me in the flesh. Exciting. Would you like to know some of your future?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I would not want to know mine.
I'd like to know everyone else's future.
I'll give you your future as a group, not as individuals. That's what I've been seeing, your fortunes tied together. I see great deeds. I see gifted people doing heroic feats, fighting back darkness and stopping great calamity in the future. Your stories will be told for generations and line the libraries of kings. And statues of you will be erected, worshipped, and admired from old people wizened with age to young kids who play make-believe on the streets, imagining they're you.
Him? Dwarf?
The problem is, that's a possibility of the future. You see, nothing's set in stone, and there is something that you must do in order to get to that position. You see, amongst you is a worm. That future is not for all of you, it's for 3 of you. You are all magnificent seeds and 1 weed who will bring you down and suck the glory from your future. You will come to ruin at the hands of this person who will bring you nothing but pain and torture, and you'll never be free from that fate until you get rid of
Sorry,
it.
we're the agency.
Can I check her hands? Like just
Yeah. Her hands are currently in her robes, kind of folded.
Can I check to see if she's lying?
Do an insight check, yeah.
So I don't believe this bullshit. Right. What is it?
Insight. Insight check.
Insight.
I don't believe this bullshit.
no.
That's a
Oh,
2.
fuck.
You're enraptured by this story. Like that. This is terrifying. I just thought I ought to let you know, because there's a potential for a great future, but one of you, a secret keeper, haunted one, will come up with every single lie possible to worm their way out. It's one of you, and I'm sure you know which one. You know who I'm talking about. I just thought I'd let you know, and let you go about your day.
Oh, thank you very much for that.
You're welcome. I'll see you around. Any questions, please ask.
Just to confirm, we're talking about the site here, aren't we?
She doesn't respond. She doesn't give you any kind of but she does turn around and simply walk away.
Bullshit.
I'm not having that.
I told you they were kind of weird.
Are they known to try and dispel groups of people with poison?
I don't know. But that was
It was very odd.
that was some toxicity in her words.
Yeah.
There was poison in there.
Are we?
Can we go? Can I go up to another druid and?
Sorry, does she
No.
work?
That's like-
We have a bad job.
Yeah. There's
Can
two.
we-
There's
can
two
we go
more
clear
elderly
around?
gentlemen, which seem to be conferring at the side of the Bless you.
Thank
In the
you.
circle. So you head up to the two elderly.
That's all right.
gentlemen.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Yes.
Hello. Sorry to bother you. Is it just the two of you today, or?
Do you see anybody else around here?
No, sorry. I thought I saw someone else with you. That's all. I just wanted to ask a few questions.
Out with the boy.
We were sent from. Hang on, let me get his name because I've forgotten it.
Frederick.
Thank you. We were sent from Frederick. Well, Frederick Woolwood.
Oh yes.
To
Reeve.
with you about the issue that's currently happening north of here, and hoping eventually come.
Good. You're the Seekers boys then, and girl.
Yes.
I see.
It's just a dwarf. Oh.
Hey, I resent that. You thought of the dwarf first.
Sorry, I can't resist. Shut up.
Guys, ever since I did that dance.
Good. What is it that you're requesting of me?
Just some information to glean light on this issue. He didn't really know much, but he told us to come visit you for more information. About
If it's the future you need to be looked into for advice on what's to come, you won't find that here in this humble circle.
Okay.
You'll have to travel to the Whistling Woods, perform the trial, obey the rules, and you'll get the truth you need.
Thank you. You mentioned a trial. What do you mean by that?
You have to
There
pass
must
the
be
sight.
a sacrifice, there must be an oath, and there must be a task done.
Okay.
That question.
Okay.
You're not allowed to ask what it is. Is this standard druid practice?
Fine. Thank you for this information. And who do I need to see there? Is there an archdruid or?
There is an archdruid. If you're lucky, you'll get to meet him.
Okay.
Travel to the Whistling Woods. Follow the trail. It'll get to where you need to know. Go. Need to know. Get you to where you need to go. No.
Thank you. Sorry to waste your time now. I do apologise for interrupting whatever you're doing.
Kind of turns back round to his druid friend, and they start kind of muttering to each other.
Yeah. Well, so we're going to the Whistling Woods.
Did you hear that? They said that they don't tell you the future here, which means that girl was lying to us.
Thought she was.
Why would she do that? Why would she try and cause dismay?
I don't know. Maybe some people are just out for us, I guess. Maybe just people playing sick jokes.
It could be Dolmeyer playing a prank on us. I mean, apparently he made it here.
Very true. We'll blame Dolmeyer, it's fine.
She knew that we refer to ourselves as the agency.
That's true.
Most people know.
I don't know, whatever it is.
They may have overheard in the town hall or at the park. You never know. Agency gets around, you know. The more the merrier. The more people know of us, the more we're going to get jobs.
I mean, the name the agency is now known in 2 separate places, so...
Thank you. It's going to be everywhere. It's fine. Anyway, it's fine. We'll ignore that. That was a very weird person, but we shouldn't take what she said. We shouldn't take what she said. It seemed ominous. Like, I mean, if they don't tell the future here, she's just playing a massive prank. Like, we can't see that. So.
Okay, Zite.
Cheeky insight check.
Oh, on
On
Zite.
that.
On who?
On
What?
Zite.
Yeah.
Cheeky insight check on Zite. It's 19.
So do you want to roll just a standard D20 in in roll 20, and then add whichever modifier is relevant?
Is it /R1 D20?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
let's. No,
I don't like this, guys.
I don't. Can't believe you don't trust me. Wow, what?
Oh, you didn't put the one at D20. It should be 1 1.
Oh,
You just basically rolled
oh
one.
yeah. So, and then I'm surprised it didn't take the +5.
There you go.
Shit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be dishonest. If that's
I'm not questioning him. I'm just giving him a strange look. Like it's crossed my mind. It doesn't seem right.
It seems genuine in what he's saying. Yeah.
Can't believe you do.
Oh.
Cool.
I guess we'll need to head to the Whistling Woods, but I think it might be getting too late for that today. Could always go to the inn, have a rest, and then obviously heal up all our wounds from the last battle, which, oh well, we've already done, haven't we?
We already did, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we could turn in, have some food and stuff, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a little chat
and then make our way to the Whistling Woods
in the morning when it's
in
a
the
bit.
morning.
Yeah, I think that's a good shout.
With light. Yeah.
Because we've got a trial. Standard druid practice really is they put you through some hefty feats in order to get respect in the tribe.
About that, so I think you.
I've never done a bone druid trial.
Do you know anything of the Bone Druid trial? I mean, you did say that they won't tell us if we asked.
If you want to do a religion check and see.
13, so probably not.
You've just know that from your tribe. I've personally said that if a bone druid offers you this type of glance into the future, you should kind of steer clear of it.
Avoid, yeah.
Just because they're known to be a bit untrustworthy and a bit manipulative.
The bone druids practice magic in a way that's very different to the rest of us.
Okay.
I mean, there's a reason they're called bone druids. They use bones and blood in their magic.
Okay.
So they've become kind of what's the word you would use? Outcasts, kind of pariahs, a little bit.
Sounds like we'll fit right in.
Why should we seek their counsel?
Well, maybe they have seen something that worries them.
I mean, if they live here, it feels like
they definitely benefit from this town, and the town probably benefits from their magic. So maybe they're worried about their own future.
Possibly. Yeah. Well, it looks like we'll definitely go there tomorrow. Then we should rest up for that trial, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it's going to be. It'll obviously be very different from any trial I've taken before. So we should all probably be well rested and prepared for anything.
Yeah, I'm like within Glumrock, I smack on the back and I'm like, big trial for a little guy. So, for the rest,
I've not slept for at least 5 hours. So.
I mean, we can all go back to the inn and have a few drinks and see if we can find out any more information about the trial, I guess, from anyone there.
Maybe some people in town have done the trial.
Yeah. Maybe we can ask for, what's his name? Where's he at?
Anthony.
Anthony Crosswell.
Let's ask about Anthony Crosswell. Let's find out if he's made it here.
Yeah. Because that's another thing we can tick off the list of jobs we need. Oh, completely slipped my mind. So, Glumrock, the reward for doing this trial, well, this mission, if it helps you stick around, is 1,500 gold.
It helps you.
Yeah, it piques my interest.
Do you want to, I mean, considering this job is going to literally keep you alive for once we do it, the gold could also help.
Yes.
It'll definitely buy a far greater headquarters for the agency.
Well, I'm hoping, if everyone's all right with the way I'm going to split it, is a lot of it's going to go to the agency to make it a little bit better, and then we're probably going to get like a cut of that if everyone's willing to there with the upgrade. Might be able to buy a horse for all of you. Do you know? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's the plan. Exactly.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Lovely.
Yeah, I'll stick around. I don't do anything for less than 4 figures, so that's fine.
It's definitely 4 figures that, so it's all right. Right.
Cool. You heading back to the Wily Druid?
Yeah, just to probably get some more drinks and see if we can get some information about Anthony.
Okay.
See if he made it here or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so entering the Wild Druid, there is now a singer singing along, someone playing the lute beside them, just singing some nonsense ballad. People seem to enraptured. It's filled up a little bit more now. We're getting into the evening. People are here eating and watching the show.
Oh, lovely.
It's not a rowdy bunch, not quite yet. A bit too early in the day for that, but yeah, it's nicely full of assortment of strange people and very colourful clothing and all that lot.
What does the lute player look like?
Well,
The lute player, what does he look like?
Yeah.
Is a young lad. He's got kind of long, straight black hair, pale complexion.
Is he thin?
Yeah, is he thin?
He's quite thin.
Can we see his eyes? Can we
not
see his
from this
eyes?
distance. You can't. If you try and make out the colour, no, you can't see.
Yeah. Remember, guys, green and blue. Green/blue.
Yeah. What you gonna do? There's a good amount of people here. You can find some of the farming folk seem to be about. Some of the more kind of quieter farmer folk are sat down drinking beer. You can see more of the artistic folk who are like taking in the beautiful sounds and being all artistic-y.
Can I walk up to the stage and stare into the lute player's eyes?
Yeah, you can.
Forward.
Yeah, so heading right towards the beginning, you can hear a tut of someone being like you're in the way. big fuck off sword. And, wait, what am I doing?
I know why you...
He has bright blue eyes.
2 of them.
Yeah, 2 bright blue eyes.
Yeah.
It's not him.
No, I just like that across the bar to Zaytli.
And he's just like...
You hear a whisper of someone thinking maybe you're a talent agent.
Ah, yeah, that might work in your favour. That. Can I go up to the barman and ask his name and a drink? Because I know you did a lot.
Yeah.
Can I kill it?
Hello again. What can I
Hello.
do? Yeah, how you doing? Want a
Doing all
drink?
right? Yes, please. Sorry, what's your name? If I could.
Fairfax.
Fairfax.
Facts.
Fairfax Bogart.
I was going to name my horse that.
Fairfax is a great name for a horse. You should name your
I'm not a horse.
Maxwell.
I'm not a horse. Although some of the ladies might say otherwise.
Whoa.
Aye. Because this mane of hair, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Drinks all around.
Okay.
Yeah. I've heard you got free drinks, so.
Yes. What selection of
Wait,
drinks?
you got free drink?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Thanks to Hans over here.
Did you
haggled into the
barter
deal.
with the reed for free drink?
He did, yeah. I mean,
Yes,
it's
it
good
is.
for something. You know what I mean?
Free drinks.
Free drinks. You can get any of these from the second shelf down, and any of the ales, but none of the top shelf stuff, not for free.
What's on the second shelf?
Oh, we got some make-up fucking fantasy drinks now.
Give me some
Horseshoe
sweet
vodka.
mead.
List
Give
them
me
all.
some sweet mead or something like that if they have it. on the
Honeydew
second shelf.
magic clump drink juice.
Ew. Okay.
A
Give
bit of Ib cider.
Get me some honey mead if you have it.
Honey mead. I've got honey mead. I've got honey mead for days.
Yeah.
Drinks, please.
What ales do you have?
We got the old Tavern Keep. We got the Pallid Dancer. We got the Shooting Star, and we've got the walnut and apple cinnamon cake flavor ale.
I mean, that's not like a cake you've had recently.
So no agency ale yet.
What?
Sad.
Only the finest bars stock agency ale. Ash, come on. You know you wouldn't find that here.
What's this? What's this? Agency ale? Finest bar?
Yeah.
The finest of
It's an IPA.
breweries.
All right. I'll have to keep my nose to the ground for that one.
Yeah, but, and make sure you mark that bad boy up because that is.
Well, I'll keep my eyes peeled. Bit of a weird.
So
thing.
it's one for the top shelf.
They're not free for you then.
It's for us because we are the. Never mind.
None of mine.
Yeah, I guess we'll get some drinks. Everyone, obviously, I'll buy agency fun stuff like that.
Oh, thanks.
So
You don't need to buy.
I mean, any top shelf stuff. If anyone doesn't want anything from the,
Oh yes, then yes, sir.
I'm good on the second shelf with honey mead.
You get some
Good.
honey mead. Yeah. It's like
so
a
honey
sweet
mead
cherry.
for everyone. Lovely.
Oh no, off the top shelf.
Honey mead for everyone.
For everyone, all right. That's all I'm saying. I ain't got that.
That went like,
You
right in
fucking
my
fucking
head.
didn't.
That went right into my brain.
Like that was really confusing for a second. I bet it was. I hope you liked it. That was really, really close. Some of it went into my ears holes. That's good.
Right, it's just turning into an ASMR show.
That's what having a good mic's all about. Do you know what I mean? You have to do something.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Fucking do
I was got a jump.
the worst mic quality I've ever heard in my life.
Today we're playing some D&D with the group. Hey guys, today we'll be eating a Toblerone bar of chocolate.
It's AMSR. It's a thing. People watch people whisper into microphones.
Or eat. That's gross.
Yeah, some people watch people eat. Yeah.
Apparently, it's
Some
something
people-
to do with like hearing. Like if you hear certain noises, it gives like a feeling for a lot of people. So it's gotten pretty big.
I get
So,
it.
I mean-
I get it at certain. I get it with certain whispers.
basically,
I get
they'll-
the weird tickling in the back of the neck. I get it with certain whispers, but not
They'll-
every time. That's the
They'll
thing.
basically do this to like mics. They'll be like,
I've got some paper here.
that's basically AMSR. It's weird. Look it up.
Or you get those people, who just eat silently, and all you can hear is their chewing, and it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you guys do? You found yourself a seat. Yeah. If you find yourself a seat in the Wily Druid,
Yeah.
there's someone singing. There's people serving food left, right, centre. I have this.
Do we
bit of
still have
that.
those blue chips? Let us go to the
Yeah,
VIP.
you've still got the blue chips. Yeah.
Let's go.
Up we go.
Heading on up.
I'm going to the riffraff.
Yeah.
I
There's
want me
there's
that.
There's a few more people here. Kind of, again, it's all performers, so very colourful characters. You see.
Oh, maybe we can spot him here.
You see.
Or we could ask them, 'cause they might know him.
You see quite a large orc actually in the corner of the room drinking an ale.
Half orc,
Not a half orc, full orc.
Oh,
Big
Wow.
It's a barman.
No, it's in one of the booths. There's a couple of people around him. Yeah, and it's just
He's a
mostly
performer.
humans. Yeah.
Can I go over and say hello?
Yeah, go on, Sue.
Do you know Orcish?
Hello. Yeah, I do know Orcish. I'll say hello.
Jeez.
Do you know Orcish?
Yeah. So I'll say hello in Orcish.
Well met.
And you, may I be seated in your presence?
You may.
Thank you.
He's gone for the Skyrim orc voice.
I know, I love it.
Yeah.
How can I help you?
Well, there's two things. One, you look like good company, someone you could share a drink with. And two, I wondered if Anthony Crosswell, ever heard of him?
I have heard of Anthony Crosswell. Young boy. Wanted to be part of acting troupe up in the Laughing Stocks.
Oh, sorry. Can I get you a drink before we continue?
You can see he's got like a mega-sized tankard full of ale. He's like,
I'm good for now, thank you.
Very well. So, yes, you were saying the Laughing Stocks.
Yes, poor boy. Came not too long ago. Didn't last very long. He didn't do a particularly good job on the loot, and the audience started throwing rotten tomatoes at him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, one of them went right down his throat. He choked to death there on stage.
Oh, dear. Would you know where they would bury someone who suffered such an ill fate?
They will have taken the body to the circle to be dealt with by the bone druids.
When was this?
But 2 days ago.
Did people laugh at it, or were they saddened by it?
Unfortunately, yes, they did think it was part of the act.
Sounds like it would have been funny to watch if you didn't apply the context.
Perhaps.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the information. I will leave you in peace.
Good.
Hans, what was he saying? Because all we could hear was.
I have some troubling news around Anthony Crosswell, actually.
Oh no. What happened to him?
It seems that a rogue rotten tomato pelted upon his person for poor performance ended up going straight down his throat like a proton torpedo and killed him.
Right. Like a what?
Like a rogue vegetable.
Magic missile. Right, I get you.
Magic missile. And just choked him old to death there.
Oh, shit.
So what happened to his body?
Well, they said he will have been taken to the stone circle to be dealt with, which I thought had sort of sexual implications, but I don't know. But...
Well, if the bone druids are anything to go by, they probably used his blood and bones in ritual.
Yes, and probably put a cheeky pinky up there or something.
Well, might as well.
So his body is probably not been buried. It's probably being used as spell focuses.
I'll head there in the morning and see if there are naught but scrapings that we can return to his father.
And I'll
That's
send
so
a message
sad.
in the morning.
Oh, that's so sad. Poor Mr. Cresswell.
Hilarious death, though, if you think about it, out of context.
Such an unusual way to go.
Yeah.
Did they check his prostate when the finger was up there? Was that all?
I would very much have liked to have seen both his death and the ceremony fun.
No, no.
Fuck hell.
For a paladin, you're very morbid.
You're such a sadist, Han.
Are you sure you're a paladin?
Yes.
Yes.
As you're talking, a spry young lad sits down next to Glumrock.
Oh
Goes,
god.
and nudges you with his elbow. Hey, are you Glumrock?
Oh my god, no.
You are.
No,
you're
not
that. You're that Glumrock. Then
I'm the
Oh, no,
Glumrock,
not
yes.
again.
I'm sure you've heard tales of my adventures.
I've heard stories. Definitely. He looks you in the eyes and just goes, and then just walks off.
I'm thinking, shit, Tiffany. Maybe I shouldn't have dressed as a sailor. Fuck.
It's the dance.
I like to think that's actually a real person you've messed around in this world, and you have a massive list of like, right, this person, I've done this. This person, and you're just like, oh, Tiffany, fucked her as a sailor, damn it.
All aboard.
Oh no.
So, anybody we want to be asking anything around here?
I guess about the trials, if anyone.
Yeah.
Does anyone know anything about what potentially we could be seeing in the trials?
We
I
definitely
know
don't
you're
see
not
any
supposed to
druids
really
in the
tell.
end, but yeah, it's
Could be
up to you
survivors of it.
who you want to ask. You've kind of got like the common rabble. They're on the bottom floor, farmers and just people at the townsfolk. You've got up here where you are, it's all performers, and in the middle it's kind of more people seated eating food. Probably don't want to be disturbed quite as much.
Is there anyone in town who potentially would be granted an audience with the Archdruid? Because they'll know.
Or anyone who's heard any tales of people doing the actual trial is probably a good one to ask as well, I think.
Well, we could ask the bar staff first. And
The bar staff might know somebody.
Yeah.
I'll head over to the bar. Speak to Deandra.
All right, love.
Alright,
Back
chick.
again.
Yeah.
You're back again. Something bringing you back.
Of course. Yeah.
Tight. She's flirting with him.
Honestly, don't know why, but I'm gonna let it happen.
You've got lots of holes in your armor.
Yes, well, things were all going in and out of them.
Oh, penetrating.
He's flirting back.
I can't believe this is actually happening.
7 times. And
7 times.
Goo everywhere.
You like a bit of goo.
Well, maybe you would tell me about the time that someone did the trials of the bone.
Look, if you want a drink, I can get you a drink.
Oh, shut down completely then.
Oh.
That's interesting.
For 1 gold, you would tell me about the trial of the bone.
Do a persuasion check.
I might fix it.
Oh my god.
17.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
Kind of gives a shifty look around. Look, people aren't. If they do the trial, they're not allowed to talk about what they saw. So I don't know. But they're under oath. There's like an oath you have to do in order to get in, and you're not allowed to break it.
Do you know anyone who's done it?
You're not really supposed to say, but there's been a few. Yeah, some of the farmers tend to do it to see what's going on with the land forecast weather.
Give me names. I need actionable intel. I'll make it worth
Dennis.
Dennis. I'm writing this down.
Dennis.
isn't it?
Dennis Wheatworth. And there's those gnomes.
Gnomes? Tell me
gnomes. They work the northern flower fields. They don't come into town too often, but I know that they've been down, going to the Bone Woods every now and then, down to the Whistling Woods.
You've been a darling.
Always for you, love.
This is so good. I'm just there with my drink, just watching, like.
You hear anything else that you think?
My head's just over the bar like that. Just watching.
Of interest to old hands, you let me know and I'll make it worth your while.
I'll make it worth yours.
I mean, that she goes back to serving drinks for somebody else who looked quite pissed that she'd spent so long talking to you. It was like he was doing the bar lean for ages.
Oh no, not the Barlene. That's like the signature move.
With his
The tongue sent me west. Oh my god.
Money in hand.
Yeah, just
Leading way further than the other people doing the bar lean.
yeah, and then kind of like looking at other people like.
Yeah, like I've got this.
That little pole that's sort of usually at the top of the bars to get extra height.
Oh yeah, the little pole on the tiptoes, just like over them, just arms flopping on the other side.
Looking like a 7'5" man waiting for a drink.
Right, I think it's 11, so we'll call that for this one. And you guys will be investigating the Whistling Woods next time. So are we happy for 2 weeks from today? Because Tuesday's
2 weeks from today. Yeah.
Down, shall we have
The 28th.
That'll be the 28th of July.
I do apologise. Yeah, it will be the 28th. That's fine. I'll set that down.
Yeah.
The 28th.
Any issues with the session or how it's going or anything like that? We all happy?
all good?
No,
I'm just very disappointed that, about that role. Why were you inciting me? I can't believe it.
Oh, right. Okay. So I wasn't outright asking the question as to whether or not I believed you. I just was in my head. It sounded like you were hiding something. So all I did was just I've got the little thing in my head. That was all. I wasn't outright asking you, are you lying to me? It was more of a, that doesn't sound quite right.
Can't believe you
She
don't believe
doesn't
me.
trust you. That's the small word.
No, it sounded like he was dismissing it quite quickly, as it wasn't.
It was pretty ominous. Like, I'm gonna dismiss that. Like, it was very bad.
I was that close to slowly zooming in as I spoke.
I was just like, you were very quick to just go, oh, that was weird, and then try and brush it off, and I was just like, that strikes me as odd.
What's it not weird though? Like, let's be real.
It was really weird, and then every time we tried to talk about it, you were like, okay, let's do something else. I'm like,
we're
what?
here for a job. We're here for a job.
But I believe you now, because you rolled higher than me.
Yeah, I did.
I think one of my favourite parts was the replacing the scimitar handle, and
you were like,
then it was just like, oh damn it, the blade's gross. I just need a new scimitar.
You really didn't want to buy a new one. You were like, no, I will make this one work. And I was like, there's other scimitars with bone handles.
Would it have cost? But how much would it have costed to just have had the blade fixed?
But you also did the handle as well.
Yeah, but the handle only cost me 7 silver pieces. A whole new scimitar cost me 25 gold pieces.
See,
so how much would a new blade have cost?
24 gold and 3 silver.
That's good.
Cool.
My genuine adrenaline when I did the protection reaction was
oh yeah, that was pretty
sick.
cool.
That was good.
all like a little dance when I went in the kitchen to get it.
I was so impressed with my startup in that fight, and then it all went to shit when I got gooed.
I can't believe you ate the goo. That's the bit that's getting me.
Yeah, why did you do that?
Disease, and I like to taste new things.
Excuse me. Yeah.
He is, as a paladin, he's
you'll be
completely
tasting
immune to
awful
disease.
soon.
Yeah.
I feel like